Picture this, a civilization that mastered the seas, created tools and technologies still in use today, and left behind a legacy so profound it shaped the course of human history. This is not science fiction, it's the incredible story of the Phoenicians, a people whose ingenuity redefined ancient life. But here's the twist: many of their groundbreaking ideas are hiding in plain sight, woven into the fabric of our modern world. Today, we're diving deep into the innovations of one of history's most underrated civilizations. From the alphabet you read every day to navigation techniques that guided explorers across uncharted waters, the Phoenicians gave us 50 inventions that changed the ancient world and continue to influence ours. Over the next few minutes, we'll explore these remarkable contributions, uncovering how they revolutionized communication, trade, art, and even daily life. By the end of this journey, you'll see the Phoenicians not just as ancient mariners, but as visionaries who laid the foundation for much of what we take for granted today. So buckle up, because this isn't just history, it's a celebration of human creativity at its finest. Let's get started. Let's begin our journey with one of the Phoenicians' most groundbreaking contributions, the creation of the alphabet. Imagine a world where communication was limited to symbols, pictures, or even oral traditions passed down through generations. That was the reality before the Phoenicians stepped in and revolutionized how humans recorded and shared ideas. The Phoenician alphabet emerged around 3,000 years ago as a simplified system of writing that consisted of 22 consonant sounds. Unlike earlier systems like cuneiform or Egyptian hieroglyphs, which relied on complex pictographs and required extensive training to master, the Phoenician alphabet was designed for efficiency and accessibility. Each symbol represented a distinct sound, making it far easier to learn and use. This innovation wasn't just about creating a new way to write, it was about democratizing knowledge itself. But why did the Phoenicians develop such a revolutionary system? The answer lies in their role as traders and merchants who traveled extensively across the Mediterranean. To keep track of goods, contracts, and other vital information, they needed a practical method of recording transactions. The alphabet provided exactly that, a tool that could be quickly learned by anyone involved in commerce, regardless of their background. Over time, this simple yet powerful invention spread throughout the ancient world, influencing countless civilizations. As the Phoenician traders carried their goods and their alphabet along sea routes, neighboring cultures began adopting and adapting it to suit their own languages. The Greeks, for example, took inspiration from the Phoenician script and added vowels to create the foundation of what would become the Greek alphabet. From there, the Romans further refined it into the Latin alphabet we know today. In fact, many modern alphabets, including those used in English, Arabic, and Hebrew, trace their origins back to the Phoenician model. It's no exaggeration to say that the Phoenicians laid the groundwork for nearly every written language still in use worldwide. Beyond its linguistic significance, the alphabet also had profound social implications. By simplifying the process of learning to read and write, it opened up opportunities for education and literacy to people beyond the elite classes. No longer was writing reserved solely for priests or scribes. Ordinary citizens could now participate in preserving history, sharing stories, and exchanging ideas. This shift marked a turning point in human civilization, paving the way for advancements in science, philosophy, literature, and governance. To fully appreciate the impact of the Phoenician alphabet, consider how it transformed communication. Before its invention, sharing knowledge over long distances was slow and unreliable. Oral traditions were prone to distortion, while cumbersome scripts made documentation labor-intensive. The alphabet changed all of that by providing a flexible, portable means of expression. Letters could be sent across vast territories, treaties negotiated between distant rulers, and cultural exchanges facilitated more easily than ever before. In essence, the Phoenician alphabet didn't just change how people wrote. It reshaped how they thought, interacted, and thrived as a society. As we continue exploring the 50 inventions that shaped the ancient world, remember that this humble set of symbols stands as a testament to the ingenuity and lasting legacy of the Phoenicians. Next, let's uncover another remarkable contribution, the art of glassmaking, where transparency became both beautiful and functional. Moving from the transformative power of the alphabet, let's shift our focus to another remarkable contribution by the Phoenicians, the art of glassmaking. This innovation brought transparency and color into daily life, elevating both practical and artistic endeavors in ways that continue to inspire us today. The Phoenicians were among the earliest masters of glass production, developing techniques that allowed them to create both clear and colored glass with incredible precision. Clear glass, in particular, was a groundbreaking achievement because it required controlling temperature and composition during the manufacturing process. By carefully regulating the heat in their kilns and experimenting with different ingredients like silica sand, lime, and soda ash, Phoenician artisans crafted glass that could mimic the clarity of water itself. This was no small feat, as achieving such purity demanded an understanding of chemistry far ahead of its time. Colored glass, on the other hand, showcased the Phoenicians' creativity and flair for aesthetics. They introduced vibrant hues by adding metal oxides to molten glass, copper for green, cobalt for blue, and gold or silver for dazzling reds and yellows. These colors weren't merely decorative, they held symbolic meaning in many cultures, enhancing everything from religious artifacts to everyday objects. For instance, blue glass often represented the heavens, while green symbolized fertility and growth. But why did the Phoenicians invest so much effort into perfecting glassmaking? The answer lies in their role as traders and merchants. Glass became a valuable commodity, prized not only for its beauty but also for its functionality. In trade, clear glass containers revolutionized how goods were stored and transported. Unlike clay or wood vessels, glass jars preserved delicate items like oils, perfumes, and medicines without imparting unwanted flavors or odors. Merchants across the Mediterranean quickly recognized the advantages of using glassware, making it a sought-after item in bustling markets. Beyond commerce, glass played a significant role in daily life. Imagine sipping wine from a transparent goblet, watching the liquid glint under candlelight, a luxury made possible by Phoenician ingenuity. Transparent windows, though rare at first, hinted at future possibilities in architecture and design. Even simple household items like beads and jewelry reflected the Phoenicians' dedication to craftsmanship, turning ordinary objects into works of art. The global influence of Phoenician glass cannot be overstated. As their ships sailed across the seas, they carried not just finished products but also the knowledge of glassmaking itself. Artisans in Greece, Egypt, and later Rome adopted and adapted these techniques, incorporating them into their own cultural traditions. Over time, glass evolved into an essential material worldwide, shaping industries ranging from construction to medicine. Interestingly, the spread of glassmaking paralleled the dissemination of the Phoenician alphabet. Both inventions relied on simplicity, adaptability, and the ability to transcend linguistic and cultural barriers. Just as letters democratized literacy, glass enhanced quality of life for people of all walks. Together, these innovations exemplify the Phoenicians' knack for creating tools that improved communication, promoted prosperity, and enriched human experience. As we marvel at the brilliance of Phoenician glass, it's worth noting that this craft wasn't purely utilitarian. It also embodied a deep appreciation for beauty. Whether crafting intricate mosaics, elegant vases, or tiny charms, the Phoenicians infused each piece with care and artistry. Their work reminds us that technology and aesthetics need not be separate pursuits. They can, and often do, go hand in hand. With glassmaking now part of our story, let's turn our attention to another area where the Phoenicians excelled: maritime innovations. From trireme ships to advanced navigation tools, their mastery of the seas set the stage for centuries of exploration and exchange. But before we dive deeper, take a moment to appreciate how something as seemingly simple as glass transformed the ancient world and continues to shape ours today. Shifting our focus from the dazzling art of glassmaking, let's explore how the Phoenicians became true masters of the seas. Their ingenuity in maritime technology was unparalleled, and it played a pivotal role in their dominance over ancient trade routes. Three key advancements stand out: the construction of trireme ships, the use of sophisticated navigational tools like the astrolabe, and the development of advanced map-making skills. Together, these innovations transformed seafaring into an art form, enabling the Phoenicians to navigate vast distances with remarkable precision. First, consider the trireme ship, a marvel of naval engineering that defined Phoenician sea power. Unlike earlier vessels, which were often slow and cumbersome, the trireme combined speed, agility, and strength. Its design featured 3 rows of oars on each side, allowing for rapid propulsion even against adverse winds or currents. This made the trireme ideal for both commerce and warfare, capable of outrunning pirates while carrying heavy cargo loads. The sleek hulls of these ships were constructed using advanced woodworking techniques, ensuring they remained watertight yet lightweight enough to glide effortlessly through the waves. For the Phoenicians, the trireme wasn't just a vessel, it was a symbol of their ambition and technical prowess. But ships alone could not guarantee success on the open seas. Equally important were the tools used to guide them safely across unknown waters. Enter the astrolabe, one of the earliest devices designed specifically for celestial navigation. By measuring the angle between stars, planets, or the sun and the horizon, sailors could determine their latitude with surprising accuracy. Although rudimentary compared to modern instruments, the astrolabe represented a quantum leap forward in understanding the heavens. It allowed Phoenician mariners to venture far beyond coastal routes, confidently exploring distant lands and establishing trade connections that spanned continents. Finally, there was the indispensable skill of map-making. The Phoenicians didn't merely rely on oral knowledge or crude sketches. They created detailed charts that documented coastlines, landmarks, and safe harbors. These maps weren't just practical, they also reflected a deep understanding of geography and spatial relationships. As explorers returned from voyages, their observations were meticulously recorded, gradually expanding humanity's collective knowledge of the world. Some historians believe that Phoenician maps may have influenced later cartographers, including those in Greece and Rome, laying the foundation for centuries of exploration. The combination of these maritime advancements gave the Phoenicians a distinct edge over their rivals. With fast ships, precise navigation tools, and comprehensive maps, they were able to establish trade networks stretching from North Africa to the British Isles. They transported goods such as timber, wine, textiles, and metals over long distances, generating wealth and fostering cultural exchange. Moreover, their ability to dominate the seas inspired awe among neighboring civilizations, earning them respect as skilled navigators and shrewd merchants. Beyond practical applications, these innovations had profound implications for human progress. They demonstrated the importance of collaboration between science, engineering, and artistry, fields that might seem unrelated but are in fact deeply interconnected. The trireme showcased cutting-edge shipbuilding techniques, the astrolabe embodied early scientific inquiry, and the maps highlighted the value of careful observation and documentation. Each advancement built upon the others, creating a virtuous cycle of discovery and refinement. In many ways, the story of Phoenician maritime innovation mirrors the broader themes of this video: creativity solving real-world problems, knowledge shared across cultures, and lasting legacies shaping future generations. As we reflect on their achievements, it becomes clear that their mastery of the seas wasn't just about building better ships. It was about pushing boundaries and redefining what was possible. And with that in mind, let's set sail toward another remarkable contribution by the Phoenicians, the creation of Tyrian purple dye, a color so exclusive it became synonymous with royalty itself. But first, take a moment to appreciate how their maritime genius helped shape the interconnected world we live in today. Moving from the vast open seas to the vibrant hues that adorned ancient civilizations, let's delve into one of the Phoenicians' most celebrated contributions, Tyrian purple dye. This remarkable invention wasn't merely a pigment, it was a symbol of power, status, and luxury, so coveted that it became synonymous with royalty itself. The production of Tyrian purple was no simple feat. It required a painstaking process involving thousands of tiny sea creatures known as murex snails. These mollusks, found along the Mediterranean coastline, contained a unique gland capable of producing a secretion that, when exposed to sunlight, transformed into the rich, deep purple we now associate with this legendary dye. Extracting the dye was labor-intensive, requiring artisans to carefully crush the shells and extract the minuscule glands. Some estimates suggest that producing just 1 gram of Tyrian purple necessitated harvesting up to 10,000 murex snails, making it an extraordinarily rare and expensive commodity. What made Tyrian purple even more extraordinary was its durability. Unlike many dyes of the time which faded quickly under sunlight or wear, Tyrian purple retained its vividness for centuries. Its resistance to fading only added to its allure, cementing its reputation as a true marvel of ancient chemistry. Garments dyed with Tyrian purple were prized possessions, reserved exclusively for kings, emperors, and high-ranking officials. In fact, laws in some regions forbade anyone outside the elite class from wearing the color, further elevating its prestige. Beyond its visual appeal, Tyrian purple carried profound cultural significance. The dye became a cornerstone of trade across the Mediterranean, fueling the Phoenicians' economic dominance. They established specialized workshops where skilled artisans honed their craft, ensuring consistency and quality in every batch produced. As demand grew, so did the reach of the dye's influence, spreading far beyond the shores of Phoenicia to Greece, Rome, Egypt, and beyond. Historical records indicate that Roman emperors like Julius Caesar and Augustus wore garments adorned with Tyrian purple, using the color to project authority and divine favor. Interestingly, the production of Tyrian purple also had ecological implications. The sheer number of murex snails required for large-scale dye production led to overharvesting in certain areas, raising questions about sustainability long before such concepts entered modern discourse. Archaeological evidence suggests that the Phoenicians adapted by developing methods to maximize efficiency, perhaps even experimenting with alternative sources of purple pigments to meet growing demands. Yet the legacy of Tyrian purple extends far beyond its practical applications. It serves as a testament to the ingenuity and resourcefulness of the Phoenicians, who turned a natural material into a cultural icon. By perfecting the art of dye extraction, they not only enriched themselves but also left an indelible mark on human history. Today, remnants of murex shell heaps can still be found near ancient Phoenician settlements, silent witnesses to an era when a single color redefined notions of wealth and power. As we explore the world of Phoenician innovations, Tyrian purple stands out as a shining example of how creativity can shape society. From humble beginnings rooted in marine biology to becoming a global symbol of authority, this dye bridges the gap between science, art, and commerce. And while its production may have been lost to time, its impact endures, reminding us of the enduring legacy of the Phoenicians' brilliance. With this understanding, let's continue our journey through their groundbreaking achievements, next uncovering the marvels of Sidon's advanced water system, a feat of engineering that revolutionized urban life. Shifting our focus from the vibrant world of dyes to the essential infrastructure that supported thriving ancient cities, let's uncover the marvels of Sidon's advanced water system. This remarkable feat of engineering played a pivotal role in transforming urban life, ensuring the health and prosperity of its inhabitants while setting new standards for city planning. Sidon's water supply system was a testament to the ingenuity of its engineers and builders. At its core lay an intricate network of aqueducts, reservoirs, and distribution channels designed to bring fresh water into the heart of the city. Unlike many settlements of the time, which relied heavily on wells or nearby rivers, Sidon took a more ambitious approach. By constructing aqueducts that transported water from distant springs and streams, they ensured a reliable flow of clean water even during dry seasons. These aqueducts were carefully engineered to maintain a steady gradient, allowing gravity to do the work and minimize maintenance needs. The system extended beyond mere transportation, incorporating sophisticated storage solutions. Massive reservoirs carved into bedrock served as holding tanks, capable of storing vast quantities of water for use during periods of scarcity. These reservoirs were often concealed beneath the city, protected from contamination and environmental factors. Additionally, smaller cisterns distributed throughout the urban area provided localized access points, making water readily available to residents without the need for long journeys. What truly set Sidon's water system apart was its emphasis on public health. The Phoenicians understood the dangers of contaminated water and implemented measures to mitigate these risks. Channels leading to residential areas were separated from those used for waste disposal, preventing cross-contamination. Furthermore, filtration techniques involving layers of sand and gravel were employed at key points along the distribution network, helping to remove impurities and ensure the water remained clear and potable. Beyond practical considerations, the water system also had cultural significance. Public fountains adorned with intricate carvings became focal points within the city, serving both functional and aesthetic purposes. These fountains not only supplied water but also acted as gathering places where citizens could socialize and exchange news. In this way, the water system contributed to the vibrancy of urban life, fostering connections among community members. From an economic perspective, the availability of clean water supported various industries vital to Sidon's prosperity. Agriculture benefited greatly from improved irrigation methods, enabling farmers to cultivate crops year-round. Similarly, artisans and craftsmen relied on a steady supply of water for their trades, whether it was dye production, pottery making, or metalworking. The reliability of the water system thus underpinned the city's growth and development, creating a virtuous cycle of innovation and expansion. Interestingly, the design principles behind Sidon's water system influenced other civilizations across the Mediterranean. As Phoenician traders traveled far and wide, they shared their knowledge of hydraulic engineering, inspiring similar projects in regions such as Greece and Rome. Archaeological evidence reveals striking similarities between Sidon's waterworks and later Roman aqueducts, suggesting a direct lineage of ideas and techniques. In reflecting on the achievements of Sidon's engineers, we see how their innovations addressed some of the most pressing challenges faced by ancient cities. By combining technical expertise with forward-thinking urban planning, they created a system that enhanced quality of life, promoted public health, and facilitated economic growth. Their legacy serves as a reminder of humanity's capacity to solve complex problems through creativity and collaboration. As we continue our exploration of Phoenician inventions, Sidon's advanced water system stands as yet another example of their profound impact on history. Its influence extends far beyond the confines of the ancient city, shaping the way societies approached urban development for centuries to come. With this understanding, let's move forward to examine another groundbreaking achievement, the establishment of Carthage and the expansion of trade networks, which reshaped commerce in the ancient world. Turning our attention from the remarkable water systems of Sidon to another cornerstone of Phoenician innovation, let's delve into the establishment of Carthage and the expansion of trade networks that redefined commerce in the ancient world. This chapter in history is not just about economic growth but also about cultural exchange, as the Phoenicians wove a tapestry of connections spanning continents. The founding of Carthage marked a pivotal moment in Phoenician history. Located on the northern coast of modern-day Tunisia, Carthage became one of the most significant cities in the Mediterranean. Established around 800 years before the Common Era, it quickly grew into a thriving hub for trade, diplomacy, and culture. The strategic location of Carthage made it an ideal center for maritime activities. Situated at the crossroads between Africa, Europe, and Asia, it allowed the Phoenicians to control key shipping routes and establish themselves as dominant players in international commerce. But Carthage was more than just a commercial powerhouse. It was a melting pot of ideas, traditions, and technologies. As merchants from distant lands docked their ships in its bustling ports, they brought with them goods, knowledge, and customs that enriched the city's cultural landscape. Over time, Carthaginian society absorbed elements from various civilizations, blending them with their own distinct identity. This cultural synthesis contributed to Carthage's reputation as a beacon of progress and diversity. Expanding beyond the shores of North Africa, the Phoenicians ventured farther afield, establishing colonies and trading posts throughout the Mediterranean and beyond. Their voyages took them as far west as the Atlantic coasts of Spain and Portugal, where they mined precious metals like silver and tin. These resources were then transported back to the eastern Mediterranean, fueling both local economies and global markets. The Phoenicians' ability to navigate vast distances relied heavily on their advanced shipbuilding techniques and navigational skills, which we explored earlier in this series. One of the most transformative aspects of these expanded trade networks was the way they facilitated cultural exchange. Goods weren't the only items being traded. Ideas, art, religion, and technology flowed freely across borders. For instance, the spread of the Phoenician alphabet, which we discussed earlier, can be attributed in part to their extensive trade routes. As traders interacted with different cultures, they shared this revolutionary writing system, laying the groundwork for literacy in many parts of the ancient world. Moreover, the economic benefits of these networks cannot be overstated. By connecting disparate regions through commerce, the Phoenicians created opportunities for mutual prosperity. Local communities gained access to exotic products such as spices, textiles, and luxury goods, while the Phoenicians profited from the demand for their own exports, including purple dye, glassware, and fine pottery. This symbiotic relationship fostered stability and cooperation among diverse peoples, reducing conflicts and promoting peace. Interestingly, the expansion of trade networks also had profound implications for urban development. Cities along major trade routes flourished as centers of industry and innovation. Ports became hubs of activity, attracting artisans, scholars, and entrepreneurs who sought to capitalize on the burgeoning economy. Infrastructure projects such as roads, warehouses, and marketplaces sprang up to accommodate the growing demand, further enhancing the efficiency and scale of commerce. Yet, the influence of these trade networks extended beyond material wealth. They played a crucial role in shaping political alliances and diplomatic relations. Through treaties and agreements, the Phoenicians ensured safe passage for their vessels and protection for their investments. In doing so, they established a framework for international collaboration that would serve as a model for future generations. As we reflect on the establishment of Carthage and the expansion of trade networks, we see how these developments transformed the ancient world. They connected people separated by vast distances, fostering understanding and cooperation. They fueled economic growth, enabling societies to thrive and innovate. And perhaps most importantly, they demonstrated the power of human ingenuity to overcome challenges and build bridges between cultures. With this insight, let us now turn our focus to another groundbreaking invention, the standardization of coinage. which revolutionized transactions and commerce even further. Building on the interconnected world shaped by Phoenician trade networks, let's now explore another transformative invention that further propelled economic progress: the standardization of coinage. While bartering and using commodities like grain or precious metals as currency had been common practices for centuries, the introduction of standardized coins marked a significant leap forward in facilitating transactions. This innovation not only streamlined commerce within Phoenician territories, but also enhanced trade relationships with distant civilizations. Standardized coins revolutionized the way people exchanged goods and services. Unlike cumbersome systems that relied on weighing precious metals or exchanging bulky items, coins offered a portable, uniform, and easily recognizable medium of exchange. The Phoenicians were among the earliest adopters of this concept, producing coins with consistent weights and values that could be trusted across borders. These small yet powerful discs of metal became symbols of reliability and trust, simplifying daily transactions for merchants, artisans, and even everyday citizens. The production process behind these coins was itself an impressive feat of metallurgy and craftsmanship. Artisans carefully crafted molds to ensure each coin bore distinct markings indicating its origin and value. For instance, some coins featured images of deities, ships, or animals, reflecting the cultural identity of the issuing city-state. Others included inscriptions written in the Phoenician alphabet, showcasing their dual role as both practical tools and carriers of cultural heritage. By embedding meaningful symbols into their coins, the Phoenicians reinforced their influence and legacy wherever these coins circulated. One of the most immediate benefits of standardized coinage was the acceleration of local economies. With a reliable currency system in place, businesses could operate more efficiently, reducing the time and effort required for complex negotiations over the value of goods. Traders no longer needed to carry large quantities of raw materials or risk disputes over uneven exchanges. Instead, they could conduct transactions quickly and confidently, knowing the agreed-upon price would hold true. This newfound efficiency encouraged entrepreneurship and innovation, as individuals saw greater opportunities to invest and grow their enterprises. Beyond its domestic impact, standardized coinage played a crucial role in expanding international trade. As Phoenician merchants ventured farther from home, they encountered diverse societies with varying systems of exchange. Coins provided a universal language of commerce, bridging gaps between cultures and enabling smoother interactions. A single gold or silver coin carried the same weight and value whether it was used in Carthage, Greece, or Egypt, creating a shared framework for economic activity. This consistency helped reduce friction in cross-cultural dealings, fostering mutual trust and cooperation among trading partners. Moreover, the widespread adoption of coinage contributed to the development of financial institutions such as banks and moneylenders. These entities emerged to manage the increasing volume of transactions and provide services like loans, savings accounts, and currency exchanges. Such innovations laid the groundwork for modern banking systems, demonstrating the long-lasting impact of the Phoenicians' early experiments with standardized currency. Another fascinating aspect of coinage was its ability to reflect political power and stability. Rulers often commissioned coins bearing their likenesses or symbols of authority, using them as tools to assert dominance and legitimize their rule. In this way, coins served not just as economic instruments but also as propaganda, spreading messages of strength and unity far beyond the borders of their origin. Even today, historians study ancient coins to gain insights into the politics, economy, and culture of bygone eras. As we consider the significance of standardized coinage, it becomes clear that this invention was much more than a mere convenience. It was a catalyst for growth and connectivity. It empowered individuals, strengthened communities, and connected civilizations across vast distances. By introducing a standardized system of exchange, the Phoenicians unlocked new possibilities for collaboration and prosperity, leaving an indelible mark on the history of human civilization. With this understanding, let us now shift our attention to yet another remarkable advancement: the pottery innovations that preserved goods during long voyages and enhanced production efficiency. Shifting our focus from the transformative effects of standardized coinage, let us now explore another critical area where the Phoenicians left an indelible mark: pottery innovations. Specifically, their advancements in amphory design and kiln technology played a pivotal role in enhancing both the preservation of goods during long voyages and the efficiency of production processes. The Phoenicians were masterful artisans who recognized the importance of durable, functional containers for storing and transporting goods. Among their most notable contributions was the refinement of amphory design. Amphorae, these distinctive two-handled vessels with narrow necks and pointed bases, became essential tools for safeguarding commodities such as wine, olive oil, grains, and other perishable items. Their tapered shape allowed them to be easily stacked in ships' holds, maximizing cargo space while minimizing movement during rough seas. Additionally, the narrow necks reduced exposure to air, helping preserve contents for extended periods, a crucial feature for long-distance trade routes. What set Phoenician amphorae apart was not just their practicality, but also their craftsmanship. Artisans carefully selected clay based on its texture and firing properties, ensuring each vessel met rigorous standards for durability and impermeability. Some amphorae even featured special seals or coatings made from resins or wax, further protecting the contents against spoilage. These innovations ensured that valuable goods remained fresh and intact, regardless of the journey's duration or environmental conditions. Beyond amphorae, the Phoenicians revolutionized pottery production through improvements in kiln technology. Traditional open-air firing methods often resulted in inconsistent results, leading to weak or cracked ceramics unsuitable for demanding maritime use. To address this challenge, Phoenician engineers developed advanced kilns capable of maintaining precise temperatures throughout the firing process. These kilns utilized efficient airflow systems and layered insulation techniques, allowing potters to achieve uniform heat distribution and produce stronger, more reliable vessels. The introduction of these improved kilns had far-reaching implications beyond mere functionality. By increasing the quality and consistency of pottery production, the Phoenicians significantly boosted manufacturing capacity. This efficiency enabled larger quantities of goods to be stored and transported, fueling the expansion of their extensive trade networks. Moreover, it lowered costs associated with breakage and waste, making pottery-based storage solutions more economical and accessible. Interestingly, the cultural significance of pottery extended beyond commerce. Many amphorae were adorned with intricate designs depicting scenes from daily life, mythology, or religious rituals. These decorative elements served multiple purposes. They identified the origin of the goods, conveyed messages about the producing city-state, and acted as symbols of artistic achievement. As these decorated amphorae traveled across continents, they carried not only material goods but also snippets of Phoenician culture, influencing local traditions and fostering cross-cultural exchanges. Another overlooked aspect of pottery innovation was its contribution to scientific understanding. Through trial and error, Phoenician artisans gained valuable insights into materials science, thermodynamics, and structural engineering. These lessons laid the groundwork for future technological breakthroughs, demonstrating the interconnected nature of human progress. In summary, the Phoenicians' advancements in amphorae design and kiln technology represent yet another example of their ingenuity and adaptability. By creating robust, efficient, and culturally significant pottery, they addressed practical challenges faced by traders and merchants while simultaneously enriching the broader fabric of ancient civilization. With this appreciation of pottery innovations firmly established, let us now turn our attention to shipbuilding advancements that shaped safer and more efficient maritime travel. Building on the remarkable strides in pottery and storage solutions, we now steer our attention toward another cornerstone of Phoenician ingenuity, shipbuilding advancements. As a civilization deeply intertwined with the sea, the Phoenicians understood that mastering maritime travel was not just about navigating waters, but also constructing vessels capable of enduring the ocean's relentless forces. Their innovations in shipbuilding materials and methods transformed maritime travel, making it safer, more efficient, and pivotal to their expansive trade networks. At the heart of these advancements lay an unwavering commitment to selecting the finest materials available. The Phoenicians prioritized durability and buoyancy, often sourcing timbers from the majestic cedar forests of Lebanon. These cedars were renowned for their strength, resistance to decay, and lightweight properties, making them ideal for crafting sturdy yet agile ships. Beyond wood, they incorporated innovative reinforcements such as iron nails and bronze fittings, which enhanced structural integrity while allowing for larger and more complex designs. This meticulous material selection process ensured that their vessels could withstand prolonged exposure to saltwater, storms, and other harsh conditions encountered during long voyages. Equally important were the methods employed in constructing these seafaring marvels. The Phoenicians pioneered techniques like mortise and tenon joinery, where wooden planks were intricately interlocked and secured with dowels or pegs. This method eliminated the need for bulky fasteners, creating smoother hull surfaces that reduced drag and improved speed. Additionally, they developed advanced caulking techniques using natural substances like tar or pitch, sealing gaps between planks to prevent leaks and ensure watertightness. Such precision engineering set their ships apart, enabling them to navigate both shallow coastal waters and open seas with confidence. One of the most celebrated contributions of Phoenician shipbuilders was the trireme, a revolutionary vessel that epitomized their expertise in design and construction. With its sleek profile, 3 rows of oars per side, and reinforced keel, the trireme combined speed, maneuverability, and stability in ways previously unseen. This innovation allowed sailors to respond swiftly to changing weather patterns, evade potential threats, and maintain course accuracy even in turbulent waters. Moreover, the trireme's modular construction enabled easy repairs at sea, further enhancing its reliability for extended journeys. Beyond physical attributes, the Phoenicians incorporated groundbreaking concepts into their shipbuilding philosophy. For instance, they recognized the importance of balance and weight distribution, carefully positioning cargo and crew to optimize performance. They also experimented with sail designs, adopting sails made from finely woven fabrics treated with protective coatings to resist wear and tear. These sails harnessed wind power efficiently, reducing reliance on manpower and increasing overall efficiency. The impact of these shipbuilding advancements rippled far beyond the confines of the Mediterranean. By constructing vessels capable of traversing vast distances, the Phoenicians expanded their influence across continents, establishing colonies and trading hubs along the way. Their ships facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures, fostering interconnectedness in an era when isolation was the norm. Furthermore, the knowledge gained through trial and error laid the foundation for future naval technologies, inspiring generations of shipbuilders who followed in their wake. In conclusion, the Phoenicians' dedication to refining shipbuilding materials and methods revolutionized maritime travel, cementing their status as pioneers of the ancient world. Through their innovations, they crafted vessels that were not only robust and efficient but also symbols of human ambition and creativity. As we delve deeper into their legacy, let us now explore another vital aspect of their mastery over the seas, their unparalleled expertise in metalworking. Transitioning from their remarkable achievements in shipbuilding, we now turn our focus to another area where the Phoenicians demonstrated unparalleled mastery: metalworking. As a civilization deeply engaged in trade, warfare, and construction, their expertise in crafting metals was not just a craft but an essential pillar of their technological prowess. The Phoenicians excelled in working with various metals, most notably bronze and iron. Their skill in alloy creation set them apart, allowing them to produce materials that were stronger, more durable, and versatile than those available elsewhere in the ancient world. Bronze, a combination of copper and tin, became one of their signature innovations. By carefully controlling the proportions of these elements, they created alloys tailored for specific purposes. For instance, they developed harder bronze mixtures for weapons and tools, while softer compositions were used for intricate jewelry and decorative items. This precision in alloy formulation reflected their deep understanding of metallurgy and its practical applications. Iron forging represented another significant milestone in their metalworking capabilities. Although bronze remained dominant for much of their history, the Phoenicians eventually embraced iron as a superior material due to its abundance and versatility. They mastered techniques such as smelting and forging, enabling them to produce high-quality iron goods ranging from agricultural implements to sophisticated weaponry. The transition to iron marked a turning point in their technological evolution, enhancing their ability to meet the demands of both civilian life and military endeavors. Their expertise in metalworking profoundly influenced two critical domains, weaponry and tool-making. In terms of armaments, the Phoenicians crafted swords, spears, daggers, and shields renowned for their strength and reliability. These weapons gave their armies a decisive edge in battle, ensuring they could defend their territories and expand their influence effectively. Moreover, their proficiency in designing defensive gear, such as helmets and armor, provided additional protection to soldiers, further solidifying their reputation as formidable warriors. Beyond warfare, the Phoenicians applied their metalworking skills to create tools that revolutionized daily life. Agricultural tools like plows, hoes, and sickles made farming more efficient, contributing to increased food production and economic stability. Construction tools, including chisels, hammers, and saws, enabled builders to construct robust structures capable of withstanding the test of time. Additionally, specialized tools for artisans facilitated the creation of elaborate crafts, adding cultural richness to their society. One of the most notable aspects of their metalworking tradition was the attention to detail and artistry infused into every piece. Whether it was a sword or a simple nail, each item bore the mark of meticulous craftsmanship. This dedication to quality ensured that their products were sought after across the Mediterranean and beyond, cementing their role as key players in international trade networks. The legacy of Phoenician metalworking extended far beyond their immediate era. Their advancements laid the groundwork for future generations to refine and expand upon these techniques. The principles they established in alloy creation and forging continue to inform modern metallurgical practices, underscoring the enduring impact of their ingenuity. As we marvel at the Phoenicians' achievements in metalworking, it becomes evident how this domain intertwined seamlessly with other facets of their civilization. From securing their dominance on land and sea to fostering prosperity through trade, their mastery over metals played a pivotal role in shaping their destiny. With this foundation laid, let us now explore another fascinating aspect of their contributions, their pioneering work in weaving technologies. Shifting our focus from the practical applications of metalworking to the spiritual and cultural dimensions of Phoenician society, we delve into their remarkable contributions in crafting religious artifacts and designing sacred spaces. The Phoenicians were not only masters of trade and technology, but also deeply spiritual people who expressed their devotion through intricate carvings and majestic temple architecture. These creations served as both vessels for worship and stunning examples of artistic expression. Sacred carvings held a special place in Phoenician spirituality, often depicting deities, mythical creatures, and symbolic motifs that resonated with their beliefs. Crafted from materials such as stone, wood, ivory, and even metals like gold and silver, these carvings embodied the intersection of artistry and faith. Each piece was meticulously carved by skilled artisans, reflecting an attention to detail that transformed mere objects into profound representations of the divine. For instance, depictions of Baal, the chief deity associated with fertility and storms, or Astarte, the goddess of love and war, adorned temples and personal shrines, serving as conduits between the mortal and the celestial realms. Beyond individual artifacts, the Phoenicians excelled in constructing grand temples that stood as testaments to their architectural prowess and reverence for the sacred. Temple architecture in Phoenicia combined functionality with aesthetic appeal, featuring elements such as towering columns, elaborate facades, and spacious interiors designed to accommodate communal gatherings. One notable example is the temple complex at Eshmun near Sidon, dedicated to the god of healing. This site exemplifies the harmonious blend of natural surroundings and human ingenuity, where stone masonry and ornate decorations work together to create an atmosphere of awe and sanctity. The artistic value of these religious expressions extended beyond their spiritual purpose, influencing neighboring cultures and leaving a lasting legacy on ancient art. The Phoenicians' use of geometric patterns, floral designs, and animal motifs added layers of meaning to their creations, making them visually captivating while reinforcing their symbolic significance. Their innovations in combining different materials, such as incorporating colorful tiles, precious stones, and metallic accents into temple walls, set new standards for architectural beauty and durability. Moreover, these artifacts and structures played crucial roles in fostering community cohesion and identity. Temples acted as central hubs for social, political, and religious activities, drawing people together for festivals, rituals, and celebrations. Sacred carvings, meanwhile, became cherished heirlooms passed down through generations, preserving the spiritual heritage of families and clans. Together, they reinforced the interconnectedness of art, religion, and daily life within Phoenician society. Examining the broader implications of these creations reveals how they contributed to cross-cultural exchanges throughout the Mediterranean. As traders traveled far and wide, they carried with them not only goods but also ideas and influences derived from their religious practices. This dissemination of artistic styles and spiritual concepts helped shape the artistic traditions of other civilizations, including the Greeks and Romans, whose works bear unmistakable traces of Phoenician inspiration. In summary, the Phoenicians' dedication to crafting sacred carvings and building majestic temples underscores their commitment to honoring the divine while advancing the boundaries of artistic achievement. Through their efforts, they crafted enduring symbols that continue to inspire wonder today. With this appreciation of their spiritual and artistic contributions in mind, let us now uncover yet another facet of their innovative spirit, their advancements in weaving technologies. Turning our attention from the spiritual and artistic achievements of the Phoenicians to their groundbreaking innovations in commerce, we now explore one of their most transformative contributions, the development of early currency prototypes. These early forms of money laid the foundation for modern monetary systems, revolutionizing trade and economic interactions across ancient civilizations. The Phoenicians were among the first to recognize the need for a standardized medium of exchange that could simplify transactions beyond bartering goods directly. Their solution was ingenious, creating small, uniform objects imbued with intrinsic value, often made from precious metals like silver or gold. Unlike earlier societies that relied solely on cumbersome commodities such as livestock or grain, the Phoenicians introduced tokens and stamped pieces that represented specific values, making them portable, divisible, and universally accepted within their extensive trade networks. These early currency prototypes were not coins as we know them today, but rather carefully crafted ingots or disc-shaped pieces marked with distinctive symbols. Each piece bore unique identifiers, including images of deities, animals, or geometric patterns, which served both as branding for authenticity and as indicators of its worth. By standardizing size, weight, and material quality, the Phoenicians ensured consistency and trust in their monetary system, crucial factors for fostering widespread adoption. The introduction of these currency prototypes had profound implications for the global economy. For the Phoenicians themselves, it streamlined their vast maritime trade operations, allowing merchants to conduct business more efficiently across distant lands without worrying about inconsistent valuation methods. Beyond their own borders, they shared this concept with neighboring cultures through their extensive trading routes, influencing regions ranging from Egypt to Mesopotamia and even reaching the shores of Greece and Italy. One of the most significant impacts of Phoenician currency prototypes was how they inspired subsequent developments in coinage technology. When other civilizations encountered these innovative tools, they adapted and refined the idea to suit their needs. The Greeks, for example, eventually adopted the practice of stamping metal discs with official seals, creating what we now consider true coins. This progression demonstrates the far-reaching influence of the Phoenicians' initial experiments with standardized currency. Moreover, the use of currency prototypes helped establish financial frameworks that supported growing urban centers and complex economies. In cities like Tyre and Sidon, these monetary units facilitated everything from daily market exchanges to large-scale construction projects and military expenditures. They also encouraged record-keeping practices, giving rise to early accounting systems that tracked debts, credits, and profits, an essential precursor to modern banking. As we examine the broader historical context, it becomes evident that the Phoenicians' advancements in currency design were not just practical solutions but cultural statements as well. The symbols etched onto each piece reflected their identity and values, turning simple economic tools into artifacts rich with meaning. For instance, depictions of ships symbolized their seafaring prowess, while representations of their patron gods signified divine protection over commerce. In summary, the Phoenicians' creation of early currency prototypes represents a pivotal moment in human history, marking the transition from rudimentary barter systems to sophisticated monetary frameworks. Through their ingenuity, they set the stage for future innovations in finance and commerce, leaving an indelible mark on the way societies conduct business. With this understanding of their role in shaping modern monetary systems, let us now turn our focus to another remarkable aspect of their technological mastery, their advancements in weaving technologies. Shifting our focus from the realm of finance to the world of craftsmanship, we uncover another remarkable contribution of the Phoenicians, their advancements in weaving technologies. These innovations not only transformed the production of textiles but also left an enduring mark on global fashion and commerce. By improving loom designs and refining fabric weaving techniques, the Phoenicians set new standards for quality and efficiency, influencing industries far beyond their own time. The Phoenicians were pioneers in developing advanced looms that allowed for faster and more intricate weaving processes. Their improved vertical looms featured enhancements such as weighted warp threads and foot-operated pedals, which enabled weavers to work with greater speed and precision. This innovation significantly boosted productivity, allowing them to produce larger quantities of high-quality fabrics. Unlike earlier looms that required manual manipulation of every thread, the Phoenician versions streamlined operations, making it possible to create complex patterns and textures with relative ease. Beyond mere technological upgrades, the Phoenicians brought creativity and artistry to their weaving practices. They experimented with various materials, blending natural fibers like wool, linen, and cotton with imported silks and exotic dyes. This experimentation resulted in luxurious textiles renowned for their vibrant colors and elaborate designs. The famous Tyrian purple dye, extracted from marine snails, added an extra layer of prestige to their creations, ensuring that Phoenician fabrics became highly sought-after commodities across the ancient world. Their mastery over weaving techniques extended to functional garments as well. From durable sails for their ships to practical clothing for everyday use, the Phoenicians tailored their products to meet diverse needs. For instance, they crafted lightweight yet sturdy fabrics ideal for long sea voyages, while also producing ornate robes adorned with intricate motifs for ceremonial occasions. This versatility demonstrated their adaptability and understanding of market demands, further solidifying their reputation as skilled artisans. The impact of Phoenician weaving technologies rippled through trade networks, inspiring other cultures to adopt and build upon these methods. As their merchants traveled along established routes, they introduced advanced weaving techniques to regions ranging from North Africa to Europe. Local communities often adapted these practices to suit their unique environments, leading to a flourishing exchange of ideas and skills. Over time, this cross-cultural collaboration contributed to the evolution of textile production worldwide, shaping the foundations of modern fashion industries. Moreover, the economic implications of their weaving advancements cannot be overstated. High-quality fabrics became valuable exports, generating substantial revenue for Phoenician cities like Sidon and Tyre. These textiles served as symbols of wealth and status, enhancing the appeal of Phoenician goods in international markets. Merchants traded these fabrics alongside other luxury items, creating a mutually beneficial ecosystem that fueled economic growth and cultural exchange. In addition to their commercial significance, the Phoenicians' weaving innovations played a crucial role in preserving their cultural heritage. Many of the patterns and motifs woven into their fabrics carried symbolic meanings tied to their mythology, history, and identity. These visual narratives helped convey their values and traditions to distant lands, ensuring that their influence endured long after their civilization declined. By examining the broader context of their contributions, it becomes evident that the Phoenicians' advancements in weaving technologies represent much more than technical achievements. They reflect a profound connection between art, industry, and culture. Through their ingenuity, they bridged gaps between practical necessity and aesthetic expression, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire contemporary designers and historians alike. With this deeper appreciation of their impact on textiles, let us now delve into another fascinating area of their expertise, their construction of monumental stone-cutting techniques. Transitioning from the artistry of weaving to the precision of navigation, we now explore how the Phoenicians mastered the seas through groundbreaking advancements in navigation instruments. Their innovations not only revolutionized maritime travel, but also ensured safer and more reliable journeys across vast expanses of water. The Phoenicians were among the first civilizations to develop early versions of compass precursors, which they used to determine direction with remarkable accuracy. These devices, though primitive by today's standards, relied on natural materials such as magnetized stones or floating needles that pointed toward magnetic north. By observing these tools alongside celestial bodies, Phoenician sailors could navigate confidently even during overcast conditions when stars were obscured. This combination of practical instruments and astute observation set them apart from other seafaring cultures of their time. In addition to compass precursors, the Phoenicians excelled in creating detailed star charts that served as indispensable guides for long-distance voyages. They meticulously mapped the positions of key constellations and individual stars, using this knowledge to plot courses across unfamiliar waters. These charts were often passed down through generations, refined with each new journey. The Phoenicians understood the importance of aligning their routes with specific celestial patterns, enabling them to maintain steady progress regardless of weather conditions. This reliance on astronomy allowed them to venture farther than ever before, establishing trade networks that stretched from the Mediterranean to distant shores. Tidal observations formed another critical component of their navigational expertise. The Phoenicians closely studied the behavior of tides, currents, and winds, recognizing their impact on sailing efficiency and safety. By documenting these phenomena, they developed a deep understanding of how different coastal regions influenced maritime travel. For example, they learned to anticipate tidal shifts near rocky shorelines, avoiding dangerous conditions that could jeopardize their ships. This awareness extended to seasonal variations in wind patterns, allowing them to optimize their sailing schedules for maximum speed and minimal risk. Together, these three elements, compass precursors, star charts, and tidal observations, formed a comprehensive system that transformed navigation into both an art and a science. The Phoenicians' ability to integrate multiple sources of information demonstrated their adaptability and resourcefulness. Whether navigating treacherous coastlines or crossing open oceans, they approached every journey with meticulous planning and unwavering confidence. The significance of these innovations cannot be overstated. Safe navigation at sea was essential for sustaining the extensive trade networks upon which the Phoenician economy depended. By mastering these techniques, they secured their dominance as merchants and explorers, paving the way for future generations to benefit from their discoveries. Even today, remnants of their methods can still be seen in modern navigation practices, serving as a testament to their enduring legacy. As we reflect on the ingenuity behind these navigation instruments, it becomes clear that the Phoenicians combined practical innovation with profound observational skills. Their contributions laid the foundation for centuries of maritime exploration, influencing countless civilizations along the way. With this deeper appreciation of their achievements in navigation, let us now turn our attention to another remarkable aspect of their engineering prowess, their development of monumental stone-cutting techniques. Shifting our focus from the vastness of the seas to the solidity of land, we now delve into another remarkable achievement of the Phoenicians, their mastery of monumental stone-cutting techniques. These methods not only demonstrated their engineering ingenuity, but also left an indelible mark on ancient architecture, shaping structures that withstood the test of time. The Phoenicians were renowned for their ability to manipulate stone with incredible precision. Using rudimentary tools such as chisels, hammers, and saws made from bronze or iron, they achieved results that rival modern standards of craftsmanship. Their expertise lay in understanding the properties of various types of stone, allowing them to select materials best suited for specific purposes. Whether quarrying limestone for its relative softness or working harder granite for durability, they adapted their techniques accordingly. One of the most striking aspects of their stone-cutting methods was their attention to detail. By employing precise measurements and alignments, Phoenician builders ensured that each block fit seamlessly with the next. This level of accuracy eliminated the need for mortar in many constructions, creating walls and foundations that relied solely on the interlocking fit of stones. The absence of mortar not only enhanced structural integrity but also reduced maintenance needs over time. Their proficiency extended beyond mere functionality. Aesthetic considerations played a significant role in their work. Smoothly polished surfaces, intricate carvings, and carefully crafted angles adorned their creations, blending utility with beauty. Temples, palaces, fortifications, and public spaces all bore testament to their dedication to both form and function. For example, the construction of temples dedicated to Baal or Astarte showcased their ability to combine spiritual significance with architectural grandeur. Moreover, the Phoenicians utilized advanced planning processes to execute large-scale projects efficiently. Before beginning any major undertaking, they conducted thorough site assessments, taking into account factors such as topography, accessibility of raw materials, and potential environmental challenges. Once these preliminary steps were completed, they proceeded systematically, ensuring every phase of the project adhered to strict quality standards. Interestingly, some historians believe that the Phoenicians may have shared their stone-cutting knowledge with other civilizations through trade and cultural exchange. Evidence suggests that similar techniques appeared in regions far removed from traditional Phoenician territories, hinting at a widespread dissemination of this invaluable skill. Such exchanges underscored the interconnectedness of ancient societies and highlighted the Phoenicians' role as facilitators of technological transfer. In addition to constructing impressive monuments, their stone-cutting expertise supported practical applications like water channels, drainage systems, and storage facilities. For instance, terraced reservoirs carved into bedrock provided reliable water supplies during dry seasons, while fortified gates secured cities against invaders. Each structure reflected careful consideration of its intended purpose, demonstrating the versatility of their craft. Ultimately, the legacy of Phoenician stone cutting lies not just in the physical remnants of their buildings but in the principles they established for future generations. Their emphasis on precision, adaptability, and innovation set a benchmark for architectural excellence that continues to inspire architects and engineers today. As we marvel at their accomplishments, it becomes evident how deeply intertwined their technical prowess was with their cultural identity, leaving behind a lasting imprint on human history. With this newfound appreciation for their monumental contributions, let us explore yet another facet of their ingenuity, the invention of terracotta pipes. Transitioning from the monumental achievements of Phoenician stone cutting, we now turn our attention to a more utilitarian yet equally ingenious invention: terracotta pipes. These humble clay conduits played a crucial role in shaping agricultural practices and urban development across the ancient world. While they may not evoke the grandeur of towering temples or intricate carvings, their significance lies in their practicality and adaptability, demonstrating how the Phoenicians applied their ingenuity to everyday challenges. Terracotta pipes were crafted using locally sourced clay, which was shaped into cylindrical forms and fired in kilns to achieve durability. The process required precision, as each pipe needed to fit seamlessly with the next to ensure efficient water flow without leaks. This level of craftsmanship reflected the same dedication to detail that characterized their other engineering feats. By creating standardized sizes and designs, the Phoenicians ensured compatibility across various systems, whether for irrigation channels or urban plumbing networks. The primary function of terracotta pipes was to transport water over distances, addressing one of the most fundamental needs of any civilization: access to clean water. In agricultural settings, these pipes enabled farmers to channel water from natural sources like rivers, springs, or reservoirs directly to their fields. This innovation revolutionized farming by allowing cultivation in areas previously unsuitable due to lack of rainfall or uneven terrain. For instance, terraced farms could be irrigated efficiently through carefully planned networks of terracotta pipes, maximizing crop yields even on steep slopes. Beyond agriculture, terracotta pipes also contributed significantly to public health and sanitation in urban environments. Cities such as Sidon and Tyre relied heavily on sophisticated water supply systems to support their growing populations. Pipes were laid beneath streets and within buildings to deliver fresh water for drinking, bathing, and cooking while simultaneously removing wastewater. This dual functionality helped reduce the spread of diseases caused by contaminated water, enhancing overall living conditions for city dwellers. Another remarkable aspect of terracotta pipes was their adaptability to different climates and landscapes. Unlike metal pipes, which could corrode or rust over time, terracotta remained durable under varying environmental conditions. Its porous nature allowed for some permeability, which could actually benefit certain applications, such as slow-release irrigation systems where gradual moisture seepage was desired. Additionally, its lightweight construction made it easier to transport and install compared to heavier materials like stone or lead. Interestingly, the design of terracotta pipes often incorporated features that anticipated modern engineering principles. Some examples featured joints with tapered ends to create tighter seals between sections, minimizing water loss. Others included grooves or ridges along the exterior to improve stability when buried underground, preventing shifting or collapse due to soil pressure. These thoughtful innovations underscored the Phoenicians' deep understanding of hydraulics and structural mechanics. Evidence suggests that the use of terracotta pipes extended beyond Phoenicia itself, spreading through trade routes and cultural exchanges to neighboring regions. Archaeological discoveries have uncovered similar pipe systems in locations as far-flung as Egypt, Greece, and even parts of Mesopotamia, hinting at a broader adoption of this technology. Such findings reinforce the notion that the Phoenicians served as catalysts for technological diffusion throughout the ancient world. In summary, the invention of terracotta pipes exemplifies the Phoenicians' knack for solving real-world problems with creativity and efficiency. From ensuring bountiful harvests to maintaining sanitary cities, these simple yet effective tools left an indelible mark on ancient societies. As we appreciate their impact on agriculture and infrastructure, let us now uncover another facet of their innovative spirit: their advancements in military fortifications. Shifting our focus from the practical innovations of terracotta pipes, we now delve into the Phoenicians' contributions to military fortifications, a realm where their engineering prowess intersected with strategic warfare. Their advancements in fortified walls and siege engines not only protected their cities but also expanded their influence across the ancient world. These structures were designed to withstand sieges, deter invaders, and enable effective counterattacks, showcasing the Phoenicians' ability to adapt their technical skills to the demands of conflict. Fortified walls stood as the first line of defense for Phoenician cities such as Tyre and Sidon. Constructed with precision and durability in mind, these walls often featured massive stone blocks carefully fitted together without mortar. This technique ensured that the walls could endure repeated assaults while remaining stable against natural forces like earthquakes. To enhance their defensive capabilities, engineers incorporated towers at regular intervals, providing vantage points for archers and allowing defenders to repel attackers from multiple angles. Some of these walls stretched several meters high and wide, creating imposing barriers that struck fear into potential invaders. The design of these fortifications reflected an understanding of both offensive and defensive tactics. For instance, gateways were often flanked by additional layers of protection, including retractable bridges or drawbridges, which controlled access during peacetime and sealed off entrances during attacks. Moreover, some walls included sloped bases to prevent enemies from scaling them easily, while others featured projecting platforms for dropping stones or hot liquids onto besiegers below. Such innovations demonstrated the Phoenicians' ingenuity in combining architecture with military strategy. In addition to constructing robust defenses, the Phoenicians excelled in developing siege engines, tools of destruction that allowed them to breach enemy fortifications when necessary. Among their most notable inventions was the battering ram, a device equipped with a heavy wooden beam tipped with metal to smash through gates or walls. Engineers enhanced its effectiveness by suspending it within a wheeled frame covered in protective materials like wet leather, reducing the risk of fire or damage during prolonged engagements. This mobility enabled armies to maneuver the battering ram strategically, targeting weak points in an opponent's defenses. Another significant contribution to siege warfare was the development of siege towers. These towering structures provided a mobile platform for soldiers to approach enemy walls safely, allowing them to engage defenders at close range or establish footholds on the battlements. Built with sturdy timber frames clad in fire-resistant materials, siege towers could be constructed on site using locally sourced resources. They often included ramps or drawbridges to facilitate quick deployment once positioned near the target wall, giving assaulting forces a decisive advantage in overcoming fortified positions. Beyond physical constructions, the Phoenicians integrated psychological elements into their military strategies. For example, they employed loud war drums and trumpets to intimidate adversaries before launching attacks, exploiting the psychological impact of sound as a weapon. Similarly, elaborate banners and standards adorned their armies, symbolizing unity and strength while instilling fear in opponents who witnessed their approach. Archaeological evidence reveals that these fortification techniques spread beyond Phoenicia itself, influencing neighboring civilizations through trade and conquest. Fortified walls resembling those found in Tyre have been discovered in Carthage, suggesting a direct transfer of knowledge. Likewise, variations of siege engines appeared in regions under Phoenician influence, indicating the widespread adoption of their designs. This diffusion highlights the Phoenicians' role as pioneers in military technology, contributing significantly to the evolution of warfare in the ancient world. Understanding the dual nature of these innovations as tools of both defense and offense provides insight into the complexities of Phoenician society. While their primary purpose was to safeguard their people and assets, these technologies also served as instruments of expansion, enabling them to assert dominance over rival powers. By mastering the art of fortification, the Phoenicians ensured the survival and prosperity of their cities while shaping the trajectory of ancient history. With this exploration of military fortifications complete, we move forward to uncover yet another remarkable facet of Phoenician ingenuity: their mastery of perfume blending, where art meets science in creating scents that captivated cultures far and wide. Shifting our focus from the formidable world of military fortifications, we now turn to a realm where creativity and craftsmanship converge: the art of perfume blending. Perfume was more than just a luxury item for the Phoenicians. It was an expression of culture, a symbol of sophistication, and a valuable commodity in trade networks that spanned the ancient world. The process of creating perfumes involved a delicate balance of science and artistry. Phoenician artisans began by carefully selecting natural ingredients such as flowers, herbs, spices, resins, and oils. They sourced these materials from across their vast trading routes, ensuring access to rare and exotic substances like frankincense and myrrh from Arabia or cinnamon from distant lands in the East. Each ingredient was chosen not only for its scent but also for its symbolic meaning and cultural significance. Once gathered, these raw materials underwent meticulous processing techniques. Flowers were distilled into fragrant oils through steam extraction, while resins and gums were softened and blended with carrier oils to create rich, long-lasting scents. The Phoenicians mastered the art of layering different notes top, middle, and base to produce complex aromas that evolved over time. This attention to detail transformed simple combinations of ingredients into captivating fragrances capable of evoking emotions and memories. Perfume held immense cultural importance in Phoenician society. It was used in religious ceremonies, funerary rites, and daily life alike. In temples, priests burned incense to honor the gods, filling sacred spaces with divine aromas believed to carry prayers heavenward. During burial rituals, bodies were anointed with scented oils as a sign of respect and purification, reflecting the deep spiritual connection between fragrance and the afterlife. Even in everyday settings, wearing perfume became a marker of social status and personal identity, distinguishing individuals within the community. Beyond its cultural role, perfume played a pivotal part in the Phoenicians' thriving economy. As skilled traders, they recognized the commercial potential of their aromatic creations. Perfumes were packaged in exquisite ceramic vessels known as unguentaria, which were themselves works of art, featuring intricate designs and shapes that added value to the product. These containers were exported alongside other goods, reaching markets as far away as Egypt, Greece, and Rome, where they commanded high prices due to their rarity and quality. Moreover, the production and sale of perfumes fostered technological advancements in related fields. innovations in distillation methods paved the way for improvements in pharmaceutical practices, while advancements in pottery making enhanced the durability and aesthetic appeal of storage vessels. Thus, perfume blending served as both a catalyst for economic growth and a driver of scientific progress. What made Phoenician perfumes particularly appealing was their ability to cater to diverse tastes. Whether crafting light floral scents for summer celebrations or rich, earthy blends for winter festivals, their artisans demonstrated remarkable versatility. This adaptability allowed them to meet the demands of varied clientele, ensuring sustained interest among foreign buyers who eagerly sought out their products. In summary, perfume blending represents yet another facet of Phoenician ingenuity, a perfect blend of art, science, and commerce that left an indelible mark on ancient societies. As we move forward, let us explore how this fascination with fragrances intertwined with agricultural innovations, shaping the very foundation of sustenance and prosperity in the ancient world. Building on the aromatic legacy of Phoenician perfumes, let us now journey into another cornerstone of their civilization, agricultural innovations that transformed the landscape of food production and resource management. The Phoenicians were not only masters of trade and craftsmanship, but also pioneers in developing tools and techniques that significantly boosted agricultural productivity. Among these advancements, two stand out as particularly groundbreaking: plow enhancements and irrigation canal systems. The evolution of the plow marked a pivotal moment in farming history. Early versions of the plow were rudimentary at best, often little more than wooden sticks dragged through soil to create shallow furrows. However, the Phoenicians recognized the limitations of such primitive designs and set about improving them. By incorporating metal blades into the structure, they created stronger, more durable plows capable of cutting deeper trenches in even the toughest soils. This innovation allowed farmers to cultivate larger areas with greater efficiency, leading to increased crop yields and a more reliable food supply. But it wasn't just the design that made these plows revolutionary. Their use was accompanied by advancements in animal harnessing technology. Oxen and horses were harnessed using specialized yokes that distributed weight evenly, reducing strain on the animals while maximizing power output. Together, these improvements meant that fields could be prepared faster and with less effort, freeing up time for other essential tasks like harvesting and processing crops. Simultaneously, the Phoenicians revolutionized water management through the construction of sophisticated irrigation canals. In regions where rainfall was unpredictable or insufficient, access to water became crucial for sustaining agriculture. Recognizing this need, the Phoenicians engineered networks of channels that transported water from rivers, springs, and reservoirs directly to farmland. These canals were carefully planned to ensure an equitable distribution of water across varying terrains, enabling cultivation in areas previously deemed unsuitable for farming. What made these irrigation systems truly remarkable was their precision engineering. Channels were dug at precise gradients to maintain consistent flow rates, preventing both flooding and stagnation. Moreover, sluice gates were installed to control water levels, allowing farmers to adjust supplies according to seasonal needs. Such meticulous planning ensured optimal hydration for crops throughout the growing cycle, dramatically increasing productivity. Together, these agricultural tools, the enhanced plow and advanced irrigation systems, created a synergy that elevated farming practices to new heights. Farmers could now work larger plots of land with greater ease, knowing their crops would receive adequate nourishment regardless of weather conditions. This combination of technological progress and strategic resource management laid the foundation for sustainable agricultural growth, supporting burgeoning populations and fostering economic stability within Phoenician settlements. Beyond their immediate benefits, these innovations had lasting impacts on neighboring civilizations. As the Phoenicians expanded their trade networks, knowledge of improved farming techniques spread far and wide, influencing agricultural practices across the Mediterranean and beyond. Their contributions to plow design and irrigation engineering became foundational elements of later developments in agronomy, leaving a legacy that endures to this day. As we delve further into the ingenuity of the Phoenicians, it becomes increasingly clear how deeply intertwined their various inventions were. From the fragrant allure of perfumes to the practical necessity of agricultural tools, each discovery built upon the last, creating a web of interconnected advancements that propelled ancient societies forward. Next, we will uncover yet another testament to their engineering prowess, the construction of lighthouses, which guided sailors safely through treacherous waters and illuminated the path to prosperity. Shifting our focus from the fertile fields of agriculture to the perilous waters of ancient seafaring, let us explore another monumental achievement of the Phoenicians, the construction of lighthouses. These towering structures were not merely architectural marvels but vital navigational aids that transformed maritime travel, offering sailors safe passage through treacherous coastlines and unpredictable weather conditions. The need for lighthouses arose as the Phoenicians expanded their trade networks across vast stretches of the Mediterranean Sea. With increasing reliance on sea routes, the dangers posed by rocky shores, hidden reefs, and sudden storms became all too familiar to their skilled mariners. To address these challenges, the Phoenicians devised ingenious methods to guide ships safely into harbors and away from hazardous areas. Their solution: constructing strategically placed lighthouses along key coastal locations. These early lighthouses were remarkably advanced for their time. Built using locally sourced materials such as stone and brick, they featured tall, cylindrical towers designed to maximize visibility from great distances. Atop each structure, a fire or lamp was maintained, often fueled by olive oil or other readily available resources. This beacon of light served as a guiding star for sailors navigating at night or during poor visibility conditions. Some accounts suggest that mirrors or reflective surfaces may have been employed to amplify the glow, ensuring its reach extended far out to sea. What truly distinguished Phoenician lighthouses was their placement. Rather than being randomly scattered along coastlines, these structures were meticulously positioned based on thorough knowledge of local geography, tidal patterns, and prevailing winds. For instance, lighthouses were commonly erected near major ports like Tyre and Sidon, where commercial activity thrived. Additionally, they marked particularly dangerous stretches of coastline, warning vessels of impending hazards and providing reassurance to weary travelers. Beyond their practical function, lighthouses held symbolic significance for the Phoenicians. Standing tall against the backdrop of the sea, they represented humanity's triumph over nature's unpredictability. Moreover, they embodied the spirit of innovation and adaptability that defined this civilization. By investing in infrastructure that safeguarded their merchant fleets, the Phoenicians ensured the continued prosperity of their empire. One notable example of Phoenician lighthouse construction is believed to be the precursor to the famous Lighthouse of Alexandria, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. While direct evidence remains elusive, historians speculate that the techniques honed by the Phoenicians influenced later generations of engineers who built similar structures throughout the Mediterranean region. Such connections highlight the lasting impact of their ingenuity on global navigation systems. In addition to their navigational role, lighthouses played an essential part in fostering economic growth. By reducing the risks associated with maritime travel, they encouraged greater participation in long-distance trade. Merchants could confidently send goods across expansive waters, knowing that reliable markers existed to protect their investments. As a result, Phoenician settlements flourished, becoming hubs of commerce and cultural exchange. To further enhance the effectiveness of their lighthouses, the Phoenicians likely developed supplementary tools such as signal flags or smoke signals during daylight hours. These complementary systems worked alongside the primary lighting mechanisms to provide comprehensive guidance under varying circumstances. Such innovations demonstrate their commitment to refining every aspect of maritime safety. As we reflect on the legacy of Phoenician lighthouse construction, it becomes evident how deeply intertwined these structures were with the broader narrative of their civilization. From enhancing trade routes to symbolizing resilience in the face of adversity, these monuments stand as enduring testaments to human creativity and determination. And so, as we continue unraveling the mysteries of their contributions, we find ourselves drawn ever closer to understanding the full scope of their influence, an influence that shaped not only the ancient world but continues to resonate today. Transitioning from the enduring legacy of lighthouses to another pivotal contribution of the Phoenicians, let us delve into their advancements in legal codification. While their seafaring prowess and architectural innovations are well documented, the Phoenicians also played a crucial role in shaping the foundations of legal systems that governed trade and commerce across ancient civilizations. Legal documents and contracts were essential tools for fostering trust in international trade relations during an era when long-distance transactions often involved significant risks. The Phoenicians recognized the need for standardized agreements to ensure clarity, fairness, and accountability between parties. By developing sophisticated legal frameworks, they laid the groundwork for reliable commercial interactions that transcended cultural and geographical boundaries. One of the key aspects of Phoenician legal codification was the creation of written contracts. These documents detailed the terms and conditions of trade agreements, including the quantity and quality of goods exchanged, payment methods, delivery timelines, and penalties for non-compliance. Such formalized arrangements provided merchants with a sense of security, knowing that their investments were protected by enforceable rules rather than relying solely on verbal promises or goodwill. Moreover, the Phoenicians introduced innovative features into their contracts that enhanced transparency and reduced disputes. For instance, they included clauses specifying arbitration procedures in case of disagreements, ensuring that conflicts could be resolved efficiently without disrupting ongoing business relationships. This emphasis on dispute resolution mechanisms underscored their commitment to maintaining harmony and cooperation among trading partners. The materials used to record these legal documents further demonstrated the Phoenicians' ingenuity. Papyrus scrolls and clay tablets were commonly employed as durable mediums for preserving contractual information. In some cases, inscriptions carved into stone served as permanent records for particularly significant agreements. Regardless of the medium, the meticulous documentation of legal transactions reflected the importance placed on accuracy and permanence in their dealings. Beyond facilitating individual trades, the Phoenicians' approach to legal codification contributed to the broader development of international law. Their emphasis on reciprocity, mutual benefit, and equitable treatment influenced neighboring societies, encouraging the adoption of similar practices throughout the Mediterranean region. Over time, these principles evolved into more comprehensive legal systems that governed various aspects of social and economic life. An interesting aspect of Phoenician legal documents is their adaptability to diverse contexts. Whether negotiating deals with Egypt, Mesopotamia, or Greece, the Phoenicians tailored their contracts to align with local customs while retaining core elements of their own framework. This flexibility allowed them to establish enduring partnerships across different cultures, promoting cross-cultural understanding and collaboration. In addition to enhancing trust in trade relations, legal codification had far-reaching implications for governance within Phoenician cities. It established clear guidelines for property ownership, inheritance rights, and civic responsibilities, contributing to the stability and prosperity of their communities. By institutionalizing laws that applied equally to all citizens, the Phoenicians fostered a sense of justice and fairness that reinforced societal cohesion. Ultimately, the Phoenicians' contributions to legal codification exemplify their holistic approach to problem solving. Recognizing the interconnectedness of maritime navigation, agricultural innovation, and diplomatic engagement, they integrated legal frameworks into every facet of their civilization. Through this integration, they ensured the sustainability of their enterprises while setting precedents that continue to inspire modern legal systems today. As we explore further, it becomes increasingly apparent how deeply embedded these principles were in the fabric of their society and how they shaped the course of human history. Shifting our focus from the intricacies of legal codification to another vital aspect of Phoenician maritime expertise, let us now explore their groundbreaking advancements in anchor design. While the Phoenicians are often celebrated for their sleek trireme ships and navigational prowess, the humble yet ingenious anchor played an equally crucial role in ensuring safe and successful voyages across treacherous waters. The evolution of anchor designs reflects the Phoenicians' relentless pursuit of innovation and practical problem solving. Early anchors were rudimentary, often consisting of heavy stones tied to ropes or chains, which provided limited stability in rough seas. However, as the Phoenicians ventured further into open waters and encountered increasingly unpredictable conditions, they recognized the need for more sophisticated solutions. This led to the development of anchors with flukes, which could grip the seabed more effectively, preventing ships from drifting during storms or strong currents. One of the most significant innovations in anchor design was the introduction of adjustable arms. These arms allowed the anchor to adapt to varying seabed terrains, whether sandy, rocky, or muddy. By optimizing the angle at which the anchor embedded itself into the seafloor, this adaptation ensured greater holding power and reliability. The use of metal components such as iron tips further enhanced durability and effectiveness, marking a substantial improvement over earlier stone-based designs. Interestingly, the Phoenicians also considered the ergonomics of anchor deployment and retrieval. They designed mechanisms that made it easier for sailors to lower and lift anchors, reducing the physical strain on crew members during demanding operations. This attention to detail not only improved efficiency but also minimized the risk of accidents, allowing even smaller crews to manage larger vessels with ease. Moreover, the Phoenicians incorporated elements of aesthetic craftsmanship into their anchor designs, blending functionality with artistry. Decorative motifs, sometimes inspired by marine life or religious symbols, adorned certain anchors, reflecting the cultural significance attributed to these essential tools. Such embellishments served both practical and symbolic purposes, reinforcing the belief in divine protection during perilous journeys. The effectiveness of Phoenician anchors in securing ships against rough seas cannot be overstated. In an era when navigation relied heavily on celestial observations and coastal landmarks, the ability to safely anchor a vessel was paramount. Whether seeking shelter from sudden storms or conducting trade at bustling ports, reliable anchors enabled the Phoenicians to navigate confidently and expand their influence throughout the Mediterranean and beyond. Beyond its immediate utility, the evolution of anchor design illustrates the broader ingenuity of Phoenician engineering. Their willingness to experiment, refine, and adapt existing technologies demonstrates a forward-thinking approach that characterized many of their achievements. As we continue our journey through the remarkable contributions of the Phoenicians, it becomes evident how each invention, no matter how seemingly small, played a critical role in shaping the course of ancient history. Building upon the Phoenicians' mastery of maritime tools, let us now delve into their remarkable contributions to map-making, a field that proved indispensable for their exploratory voyages and extensive trade networks. The Phoenicians were not only skilled sailors but also pioneers in cartography, developing advanced techniques that revolutionized how ancient civilizations understood and navigated their world. One of the most significant advancements made by the Phoenicians was their refinement of coastal mapping. As they traversed the Mediterranean and beyond, they meticulously recorded detailed charts of coastlines, marking key landmarks, harbors, and potential hazards. These maps served as invaluable guides for subsequent journeys, ensuring safer passages and more efficient routes. Coastal mapping was particularly crucial for the Phoenicians, who relied heavily on sea trade. By documenting every curve and inlet along the shores, they could optimize their travel plans and minimize risks associated with navigating unfamiliar waters. In addition to coastal mapping, the Phoenicians expanded their cartographic expertise to include inland route surveys. Recognizing the importance of overland connections for commerce and communication, they began charting major land routes that linked distant cities and regions. These surveys often involved intricate measurements and careful observation of terrain features, such as mountains, rivers, and valleys. The resulting maps provided traders and travelers with reliable information about distances, elevations, and alternative paths, facilitating smoother and faster journeys across diverse landscapes. Perhaps one of the most fascinating aspects of Phoenician cartography was their incorporation of celestial observations into map-making. By studying the stars and planets, they gained a deeper understanding of geographical positions and orientations. This knowledge allowed them to create increasingly accurate maps that accounted for both terrestrial and celestial coordinates. For instance, they used constellations to determine latitude, enabling them to plot precise locations even far from familiar shores. Such innovations underscored the Phoenicians' holistic approach to exploration, blending scientific inquiry with practical application. Moreover, the Phoenicians recognized the value of sharing their cartographic discoveries with other cultures. Through trade and diplomacy, their maps found their way into the hands of merchants, explorers, and scholars throughout the ancient world. These documents became essential tools for expanding global awareness, fostering greater interconnectedness among distant societies. In many ways, the Phoenicians laid the foundation for modern cartography, emphasizing accuracy, detail, and collaboration in the pursuit of geographic knowledge. The relevance of these map-making enhancements cannot be overstated when considering the broader context of exploration. Whether sailing uncharted seas or trekking through rugged terrains, the Phoenicians relied on their maps to navigate confidently and securely. Their dedication to improving cartographic techniques ensured that each expedition contributed to an ever-growing body of knowledge about the Earth's surface. This cumulative effort not only solidified their dominance in trade and exploration, but also inspired future generations to push the boundaries of human understanding. As we move forward in our examination of Phoenician ingenuity, it becomes evident that their advancements in map-making played a pivotal role in shaping the ancient world. From coastal charts to inland surveys, their meticulous work transformed navigation from guesswork into a science. With this foundation firmly established, let us now turn our attention to another transformative invention, wine press technology, which brought its own set of innovations to agriculture and culinary traditions alike. Shifting our focus from the realm of navigation to agricultural advancements, let us now uncover the Phoenicians' ingenious contributions to wine press technology. This innovation not only revolutionized viticulture but also left an indelible mark on culinary traditions across the ancient world. The Phoenicians were among the earliest civilizations to refine the process of extracting juice from grapes, developing sophisticated wine presses that maximized efficiency and yield. These early presses consisted of large stone or wooden structures designed to crush grapes under significant pressure. By improving upon existing methods, the Phoenicians ensured a more thorough extraction of juice, leading to higher quality wines and greater productivity in their vineyards. One of the most notable features of Phoenician wine presses was their use of gravity-fed systems. Grapes were placed in elevated containers where they were initially crushed by foot or with simple tools. The resulting juice then flowed downward through channels into collection vessels below. This design eliminated the need for constant manual intervention, allowing workers to focus on other tasks while the pressing process continued uninterrupted. Such innovations significantly streamlined production, making it easier to meet the growing demand for wine both locally and abroad. Beyond technical improvements, the Phoenicians also introduced new techniques for fermenting and aging wine. They experimented with various storage methods, using amphorae coated with resin to preserve the flavor and prevent spoilage during long voyages. This attention to detail helped establish Phoenician wines as some of the finest available in the ancient world, commanding high prices in markets throughout the Mediterranean. Moreover, the spread of wine press technology facilitated cultural exchanges between the Phoenicians and neighboring societies. As traders carried these innovations along their extensive networks, knowledge of advanced viticulture practices reached distant lands. Local communities adapted these techniques to suit their climates and resources, fostering regional variations in winemaking that continue to thrive today. In this way, the Phoenicians not only shared their technological expertise but also contributed to the diversity of global culinary traditions. Interestingly, the impact of wine press technology extended beyond agriculture and cuisine. Wine became an integral part of social gatherings, religious ceremonies, and economic transactions in many ancient cultures. Its production and trade created opportunities for collaboration and exchange, strengthening ties between diverse populations. Through their innovations in this field, the Phoenicians played a pivotal role in shaping how people connected over shared experiences centered around food and drink. As we reflect on the significance of wine press technology, it becomes clear that its influence reached far beyond the vineyard. It exemplified the Phoenicians' ability to combine practical ingenuity with artistic flair, producing goods that delighted the senses and enriched daily life. With this foundation laid, let us now explore another remarkable invention, surgical instruments and herbal remedies, which highlight the Phoenicians' contributions to early medical practices. Shifting our focus from the realm of culinary innovations to the field of medicine, let us now delve into the Phoenicians' remarkable contributions to early medical practices. Their advancements in both surgical instruments and herbal remedies offer a fascinating glimpse into how ancient civilizations approached health and healing. These innovations not only improved the quality of life for their own people, but also spread widely through trade networks, influencing medical traditions across the ancient world. The Phoenicians were skilled artisans who applied their craftsmanship to the creation of precise and effective surgical tools. Among their most notable inventions were bronze scalpels, forceps, and probes, which were designed with an emphasis on durability and functionality. These instruments were crafted using advanced metallurgical techniques, ensuring they remained sharp and reliable during procedures. The attention to detail in their design reflects the Phoenicians' commitment to precision and care, qualities that set them apart as leaders in early medical technology. In addition to their work with surgical instruments, the Phoenicians also developed a rich tradition of herbal medicine. They drew upon the diverse flora available along their extensive trade routes, experimenting with plants to create remedies for various ailments. Some of the herbs commonly used by Phoenician healers included opium poppies for pain relief, willow bark for reducing inflammation, and garlic for its antibacterial properties. By combining empirical knowledge with traditional wisdom, they created treatments that addressed a wide range of health concerns, from minor injuries to more serious conditions. One of the key factors that enabled the widespread adoption of these medical practices was the Phoenicians' vast trading network. As merchants traveled far and wide, they carried not only goods but also valuable knowledge about healthcare. This exchange allowed neighboring cultures to adopt and adapt Phoenician methods, leading to the development of localized approaches to medicine. For example, Egyptian physicians incorporated certain Phoenician techniques into their own practices, while Greek healers learned from the expertise shared through trade interactions. In this way, the Phoenicians played a crucial role in fostering a global exchange of medical knowledge. Moreover, the integration of surgical instruments and herbal remedies into daily life highlighted the holistic nature of Phoenician medicine. Rather than relying solely on one method of treatment, their approach combined physical intervention with natural remedies to promote overall well-being. This balanced perspective underscored their understanding that health was multifaceted and required comprehensive solutions. Such insights resonate even today as modern medicine continues to explore the benefits of integrating alternative therapies alongside conventional treatments. The legacy of Phoenician medical practices extends beyond specific tools or remedies. It lies in the foundational principles they established for delivering healthcare. Their emphasis on observation, experimentation, and collaboration laid the groundwork for future advancements in the field. Furthermore, their ability to share this knowledge across borders exemplifies the transformative power of trade in spreading innovation. Through their efforts, the Phoenicians helped shape a world where medical expertise was no longer confined to isolated regions but became a shared resource for humanity. As we consider the profound impact of these early medical practices, it becomes evident that the Phoenicians were pioneers in bridging science and culture. Their achievements in crafting surgical instruments and cultivating herbal remedies demonstrate their capacity to merge technical skill with natural resources. With this foundation laid, let us now turn our attention to another critical aspect of Phoenician ingenuity: the production of durable ropes essential for sailing, fishing, and construction work. Item 41. Rope manufacturing. Moving from the realm of medical innovations to the practical necessities of daily life, let us explore another cornerstone of Phoenician ingenuity: the production of durable ropes. These seemingly simple creations were indispensable for a civilization that thrived on maritime trade, fishing, and large-scale construction projects. The Phoenicians mastered the art of rope making, developing techniques that ensured their products were not only strong but also versatile enough to meet the diverse needs of their society. The process of manufacturing ropes began with selecting the right materials. The Phoenicians utilized natural fibers such as hemp, flax, and even animal sinew, depending on the intended purpose of the rope. For maritime use, they often turned to plant-based fibers like papyrus or palm leaves, which were resistant to water damage and could withstand the harsh conditions at sea. In contrast, ropes designed for construction work might incorporate thicker, more robust materials to bear heavier loads. This thoughtful selection of raw materials was just the first step in creating ropes that would serve their purpose effectively. Once the materials were chosen, the next phase involved preparing them for twisting into strands. Fibers were cleaned, combed, and sometimes treated with oils or resins to enhance durability and flexibility. This preparation stage was crucial as it determined how well the fibers would hold together under tension. Skilled artisans then began the labor-intensive process of twisting these fibers into tight, uniform strands. The strength of the final rope depended heavily on the precision of this step, as uneven twists could lead to weak points that might fail under stress. After forming individual strands, the artisans proceeded to twist multiple strands together to create the finished rope. This technique, known as cabling, required immense skill and coordination. Artisans worked carefully to ensure each strand was twisted in the opposite direction of its neighboring strands, creating a balanced structure that maximized tensile strength. The result was a rope that was both flexible and incredibly durable, capable of supporting heavy loads without snapping or fraying easily. The applications of these ropes were vast and varied. At sea, they played an essential role in securing sails, anchoring ships, and hoisting cargo aboard vessels. Fishermen relied on them for nets and lines, enabling them to catch larger quantities of fish with greater efficiency. On land, ropes were indispensable in construction projects, where they were used to lift heavy stones and secure scaffolding during the building of monumental structures. Their versatility made them an integral part of almost every aspect of Phoenician life. What set Phoenician rope making apart was not merely the quality of the product, but also the widespread dissemination of their techniques. As merchants traveled across the Mediterranean and beyond, they shared their knowledge of rope production with other cultures. This exchange allowed neighboring civilizations to improve their own methods, leading to advancements in various fields such as shipbuilding and architecture. The influence of Phoenician rope making extended far beyond their borders, contributing to the technological progress of entire regions. Moreover, the production of ropes exemplified the Phoenicians' ability to combine practicality with innovation. By adapting their methods to suit different purposes, they demonstrated a deep understanding of the materials and techniques at their disposal. Whether crafting delicate fishing lines or massive cables for hauling stone blocks, their craftsmanship ensured that each rope met the specific demands of its application. This adaptability underscored their reputation as masters of trade and industry. As we reflect on the importance of rope manufacturing in Phoenician society, it becomes clear that this humble yet vital invention was instrumental in shaping their success. From navigating treacherous seas to constructing enduring monuments, the durability and reliability of their ropes enabled achievements that left a lasting impact on the ancient world. With this foundation laid, let us now shift our focus to another remarkable area of Phoenician expertise: the design and construction of monumental buildings through architectural innovations. Building upon their mastery of materials and craftsmanship, the Phoenicians also left an indelible mark on the world of architecture through groundbreaking innovations in column design and arch supports. These advancements were not merely aesthetic, they represented a leap forward in engineering that allowed for the construction of larger, more stable, and awe-inspiring structures. The first element to consider is the evolution of column designs, which became an integral part of both functional buildings and grand monuments. Phoenician architects drew inspiration from earlier civilizations but added their own unique touches, creating columns that balanced beauty with practicality. Their columns often featured fluted patterns or intricate carvings that served dual purposes, enhancing visual appeal while reinforcing structural integrity by redistributing weight evenly along the shaft. This attention to detail ensured that even massive stone blocks could be supported without compromising stability. One key innovation was the development of modular components for columns. Rather than carving entire columns from single pieces of stone, a labor-intensive and wasteful process, the Phoenicians pioneered the use of stacked sections. Each section could be transported separately and assembled on site, significantly reducing logistical challenges during construction. This modular approach made it possible to erect monumental columns in locations previously deemed inaccessible due to terrain or distance. The result was a proliferation of impressive public spaces, temples, and civic buildings that showcased the ingenuity of Phoenician builders. Complementing these advances in column design were equally revolutionary developments in arch supports. Arches have long been recognized as one of humanity's most important architectural achievements because they allow for spanning large distances while distributing weight efficiently. The Phoenicians refined this concept, adapting it to suit their specific needs and available resources. By carefully studying the natural curves of shells found along their coastlines, they developed arches that mimicked the strength and efficiency of these organic forms. Arch supports became essential elements in various types of constructions, including aqueducts, bridges, and city gates. For example, when constructing aqueducts to transport water into urban centers like Sidon or Tyre, engineers relied heavily on arches to maintain structural stability over vast spans. These arches not only carried the weight of the water channels above, but also withstood environmental pressures such as wind and earthquakes. In doing so, they provided reliable access to fresh water, fostering healthier and more sustainable cities. Moreover, the combination of columns and arches enabled the creation of expansive interior spaces within buildings. Temples dedicated to deities like Melkart featured towering columns supporting graceful arches, producing interiors filled with light and airiness despite their immense size. Such designs evoked a sense of reverence among worshippers and visitors alike, highlighting the Phoenicians' ability to blend functionality with spiritual significance. Beyond their immediate applications, these architectural innovations had far-reaching effects. As Phoenician traders and colonists spread throughout the Mediterranean, they shared their knowledge of column design and arch construction with other cultures. This exchange influenced later civilizations, including the Greeks and Romans, who built upon these foundations to create some of history's most iconic structures. From the Parthenon in Athens to the Colosseum in Rome, echoes of Phoenician ingenuity can still be seen today. In summary, the Phoenicians' contributions to column design and arch supports transformed the possibilities of ancient architecture. Through careful experimentation and adaptation, they created systems that combined elegance with durability, paving the way for future generations to build ever greater wonders. With this understanding of their architectural prowess firmly established, let us now turn our attention to another vital aspect of Phoenician life: methods for preserving food, particularly fish, which sustained their expeditions across vast oceans. Shifting our focus from the grandeur of architecture to the practical needs of seafaring life, let us explore one of the Phoenicians' most essential innovations: fish salting. This seemingly simple technique played a crucial role in sustaining their long-distance expeditions and trade networks, ensuring that sailors had access to nutritious food even during extended voyages. Fish salting involves curing fish with salt to remove moisture and inhibit bacterial growth, preserving it for weeks or even months. The process was particularly important for the Phoenicians, whose maritime lifestyle required them to travel vast distances across unpredictable seas. By mastering this method, they could store large quantities of protein-rich food on board their ships without worrying about spoilage. This not only kept their crews healthy, but also allowed them to venture farther than ever before, confident in their ability to sustain themselves over long journeys. The techniques used by the Phoenicians were refined through years of experimentation and adaptation. They began by cleaning and gutting freshly caught fish, then layering them in wooden barrels or clay jars with generous amounts of coarse sea salt. Sometimes they added herbs or spices to enhance flavor and deter pests. Once sealed tightly, these containers became portable larders, capable of surviving rough conditions at sea while maintaining the quality of the preserved fish inside. Beyond its practical applications, fish salting also held cultural significance for the Phoenicians. In a society deeply connected to the sea, preserving fish was more than just a survival skill. It was an art form passed down through generations. Each coastal city developed its own unique methods, influenced by local traditions and available resources. For example, Tyre might favor heavier seasoning with garlic and thyme, while Sidon could emphasize simplicity, relying solely on high-quality salt harvested from nearby shores. This innovation did not exist in isolation. It intersected with other areas of Phoenician expertise. The same ships carrying preserved fish often transported goods like wine, olive oil, and textiles, demonstrating how preservation techniques supported broader economic activities. Moreover, as the Phoenicians established colonies and trading posts throughout the Mediterranean, they shared their knowledge of fish salting with others. This exchange helped spread the practice to regions such as Greece, Italy, and North Africa, where it became integral to local diets and economies. In addition to supporting long-distance travel, fish salting contributed to urban development within Phoenician cities. Coastal communities relied heavily on fishing industries, which thrived thanks to preservation methods that extended the shelf life of catches. Fishermen no longer needed to sell their harvest immediately, allowing markets to stabilize and reducing waste. Over time, this led to the establishment of specialized workshops dedicated to processing and exporting salted fish, creating jobs and boosting prosperity. The importance of fish salting extends beyond its immediate benefits. It highlights the ingenuity of the Phoenicians in addressing challenges posed by their environment. Living along the eastern Mediterranean coast, they faced limited arable land and harsh weather patterns that made agriculture unpredictable. Yet, by turning to the sea and developing technologies to harness its bounty, they transformed potential limitations into strength. Fish salting exemplifies this resourcefulness, showcasing how ancient civilizations adapted to thrive in diverse and demanding contexts. As we reflect on this vital invention, it becomes clear that fish salting was far more than a mere convenience. It was a cornerstone of Phoenician success, enabling them to establish themselves as masters of the seas and pioneers of global trade. With this understanding in mind, let us now delve into another remarkable achievement: the creation of early forms of currency prototypes, which revolutionized commerce and laid the groundwork for modern monetary systems. Shifting our gaze from the practical innovations of daily life to the celestial wonders above, let us explore the Phoenicians' significant contributions to astronomy. These ancient mariners were not only masters of the sea, but also keen observers of the night sky, using their knowledge of celestial bodies to navigate and develop sophisticated calendar systems that influenced societies far beyond their own. The Phoenicians' fascination with the heavens began as a necessity for safe and accurate navigation. By carefully recording the positions of stars, planets, and constellations, they created detailed star charts that served as indispensable tools for sailors venturing into uncharted waters. These charts allowed them to determine latitude and direction even in the absence of landmarks, ensuring safer journeys across vast stretches of ocean. The importance of such records cannot be overstated. They represented centuries of accumulated wisdom passed down through generations of skilled navigators. In addition to aiding maritime endeavors, the Phoenicians' astronomical observations played a crucial role in shaping their understanding of time itself. They developed calendar systems based on lunar cycles and solar patterns, aligning agricultural practices, religious festivals, and civic events with the rhythms of nature. For example, one of their calendars divided the year into 12 months corresponding roughly to the phases of the moon, each month marked by specific astronomical phenomena. This system facilitated better planning for farming activities, trade expeditions, and community gatherings, demonstrating how closely intertwined science and society were in Phoenician culture. Their work in astronomy extended beyond mere observation. The Phoenicians made groundbreaking strides in predicting celestial events, such as eclipses and planetary alignments. Such predictions were likely achieved through meticulous record-keeping and mathematical calculations, showcasing their advanced understanding of the cosmos. These achievements earned them respect among neighboring civilizations, many of whom adopted or adapted aspects of Phoenician astronomical knowledge into their own traditions. Furthermore, the integration of celestial observation with calendar systems had profound cultural implications. In a society where religion often overlapped with scientific inquiry, the movements of the stars and planets carried deep symbolic meaning. Festivals marking solstices and equinoxes celebrated cosmic harmony, reinforcing the connection between earthly life and heavenly order. This worldview encouraged further exploration of the skies, fueling an ongoing cycle of discovery and innovation. What set the Phoenicians apart was their ability to share this knowledge widely. Through extensive trade networks and diplomatic relations, they disseminated their astronomical insights across the Mediterranean world and beyond. Evidence suggests that Greek astronomers who would later build upon these foundations drew inspiration from Phoenician methods and concepts. In doing so, the Phoenicians contributed directly to the development of Western scientific thought. This exploration of celestial observation and calendar systems reveals much about the Phoenicians' intellectual prowess and adaptability. Their achievements in astronomy highlight not only their technical skills, but also their capacity to integrate science into everyday life, creating a harmonious balance between practicality and spirituality. As we reflect on these contributions, it becomes evident that the Phoenicians were true pioneers in unlocking the mysteries of the universe. With this appreciation in mind, let us now turn our attention to another fascinating aspect of their legacy: the artistry behind intricate jewelry designs and metallurgical precision. Turning our focus from the heavens above to the fruits of the earth, let us delve into another remarkable Phoenician innovation: olive oil extraction technologies. This seemingly simple process was far more sophisticated than one might initially imagine, and its impact on both daily life and commerce was profound. The Phoenicians developed advanced methods for extracting olive oil, which became not only a dietary staple but also a crucial component in various industrial applications. The art of olive oil production began with careful harvesting techniques. The Phoenicians understood that timing was everything when it came to gathering olives. They would wait until the fruit reached optimal ripeness, ensuring maximum yield and quality. Once harvested, the olives were transported to specialized facilities where they underwent an intricate pressing process. These facilities featured large stone presses powered by levers or screw mechanisms, allowing for efficient extraction of oil from the crushed pulp. The use of such machinery demonstrated their engineering prowess and attention to detail in maximizing productivity. Beyond mere extraction, the Phoenicians refined their methods over centuries, perfecting the separation of oil from water and solids through sedimentation tanks. This multi-step process resulted in high-quality olive oil that could be stored for extended periods without spoilage. Such innovations set them apart as leaders in agricultural technology during their time. Olive oil played a central role in Phoenician cuisine, serving as a key ingredient in cooking and preserving food. Its rich flavor enhanced countless dishes, while its preservative properties extended the shelf life of perishable items like fish and vegetables. In addition to its culinary uses, olive oil held immense value in religious ceremonies, where it symbolized purity and abundance. Priests often used it to anoint sacred objects and individuals, further cementing its importance within society. However, the utility of olive oil extended far beyond the kitchen and temple. Industrially, it served multiple purposes that underscored its versatility. For instance, olive oil acted as a lubricant for machinery, aiding in the smooth operation of tools and equipment essential for shipbuilding and other crafts. It also functioned as fuel for lamps, providing light during nighttime activities, a critical necessity in bustling cities and ports. Moreover, its moisturizing qualities made it ideal for skincare products, addressing practical needs while promoting personal hygiene. The widespread adoption of these extraction technologies facilitated the mass production of olive oil, transforming it into a valuable commodity traded across vast distances. Through their extensive maritime networks, the Phoenicians exported olive oil to distant lands, introducing new cultures to its myriad benefits. Evidence of this trade can still be found today in ancient amphorae recovered from shipwrecks, each vessel carrying traces of the liquid gold that once filled its interior. What truly distinguished the Phoenicians' approach to olive oil production was their ability to balance tradition with innovation. While honoring age-old practices passed down through generations, they continuously sought ways to improve efficiency and quality. This adaptability ensured their dominance in the industry, leaving a lasting legacy that continues to influence modern methods of extraction. As we reflect on the significance of olive oil in Phoenician life, it becomes clear that this humble product encapsulated much about their civilization's ingenuity and resourcefulness. From nourishing bodies to powering economies, olive oil extraction technologies exemplified how even the smallest details could shape an entire culture. With this understanding, let us now shift our attention to yet another facet of Phoenician brilliance, the craftsmanship behind their legendary jewelry designs. Jewelry craftsmanship, where art meets science, we discover the Phoenicians' mastery, shifting our focus from the practical to the exquisite. Let us now explore another testament to Phoenician ingenuity, jewelry craftsmanship. Far more than mere adornments, these creations were masterpieces of metallurgical precision and artistic vision, blending functionality with beauty in ways that continue to inspire awe today. The Phoenicians approached jewelry making not just as an art form, but as a sophisticated craft requiring deep knowledge of materials, tools, and techniques. The foundation of their success lay in their unparalleled expertise in metalworking. By mastering processes such as alloying, casting, and engraving, they transformed raw metals into intricate designs that dazzled both eye and mind. Copper, silver, gold, and even iron found their way into their workshops, where skilled artisans worked tirelessly to shape them into necklaces, bracelets, earrings, rings, and other ornaments. One of their most celebrated achievements was the creation of bronze alloys, which combined strength with malleability, allowing for complex patterns and delicate filigree work. What set Phoenician jewelry apart was its attention to detail. Each piece told a story through its design, often incorporating motifs inspired by nature, mythology, or daily life. Leaves, flowers, animals, and celestial bodies frequently appeared in their work, symbolizing themes of fertility, protection, and divine favor. Religious symbols also played a prominent role, reflecting the spiritual significance of jewelry in their culture. These elements were meticulously crafted using tools like chisels, hammers, and punches, demonstrating an incredible level of technical skill. Beyond aesthetics, Phoenician jewelry carried immense economic value. As traders par excellence, the Phoenicians recognized the potential of fine jewelry as a medium of exchange. High-quality pieces became sought-after commodities across the Mediterranean and beyond, fueling trade networks that stretched from North Africa to Europe and Asia Minor. Royalty and nobility alike coveted their creations, further elevating their status as markers of wealth and prestige. In fact, some historians suggest that certain types of jewelry served as proto-currencies, functioning much like coins before standardized monetary systems emerged. Moreover, the production of jewelry fostered innovation in metallurgy itself. To meet the demands of increasingly elaborate designs, Phoenician craftsmen experimented with new methods of refining metals and improving durability. They developed advanced heating techniques to achieve precise melting points, enabling them to create seamless joints and intricate shapes without compromising structural integrity. This relentless pursuit of perfection not only elevated their craft but also laid the groundwork for future advancements in metalworking technology. Interestingly, the process of creating jewelry was steeped in tradition yet open to adaptation. While honoring age-old techniques passed down through generations, Phoenician artisans eagerly incorporated ideas and influences from neighboring cultures. For example, contact with Egypt introduced them to hieroglyphic-inspired designs, while interactions with Mesopotamia exposed them to cylinder seals, which they adapted into pendants. Such cross-cultural exchanges enriched their repertoire, resulting in a vibrant fusion of styles that resonated with diverse audiences. As we marvel at the legacy of Phoenician jewelry craftsmanship, it becomes evident that these objects represented far more than personal decoration. They embodied the intersection of artistry and science, showcasing how creativity could be harnessed to produce items of both beauty and utility. Through their mastery of metallurgy and design, the Phoenicians left behind a treasure trove of artifacts that continue to captivate scholars and enthusiasts alike. Their contributions remind us that innovation thrives when rooted in tradition but willing to embrace change, a lesson as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. With this appreciation of their artistic brilliance firmly in mind, let us now turn our attention to yet another remarkable facet of Phoenician achievement: cartographic legends that reshaped the world's understanding of geography. Cartographic legends, the Phoenicians' maps that redefined the world, venturing into the realm of exploration and discovery. We find ourselves drawn to one of the most enduring legacies of the Phoenicians, their groundbreaking contributions to cartography. As masters of the seas, these ancient innovators not only charted unknown waters but also crafted maps that became invaluable tools for navigation, trade, and cultural exchange. Their legendary maps stand as a testament to their unparalleled understanding of geography, leaving an indelible mark on human history. The Phoenicians approached map-making with a blend of practicality and vision, transforming it from a mere navigational aid into an art form. By meticulously recording coastlines, landmarks, and natural features, they created detailed representations of regions that were previously shrouded in mystery. These maps served as guides for sailors braving treacherous waters, merchants seeking new markets, and explorers eager to uncover distant lands. What set them apart was their accuracy, achieved through careful observation and innovative techniques that predated modern surveying methods by centuries. One of the key elements of Phoenician cartography was their reliance on celestial navigation. Using stars, planets, and other heavenly bodies as reference points, they developed star charts that allowed them to determine latitude and maintain course during long voyages. This celestial knowledge was then integrated into their maps, creating a comprehensive system that combined terrestrial and astronomical data. Such advancements enabled them to navigate confidently across vast stretches of ocean, expanding their reach far beyond the Mediterranean. Moreover, the Phoenicians understood the importance of sharing geographical information. Maps were not merely private possessions but shared resources that facilitated collaboration among traders, diplomats, and explorers. In this way, they fostered a spirit of cooperation and mutual benefit, helping to establish trade networks that connected disparate cultures and civilizations. Through these exchanges, their maps influenced the cartographic traditions of neighboring peoples, laying the groundwork for future innovations in geographic representation. Beyond their technical brilliance, Phoenician maps carried symbolic significance. They often included decorative elements such as mythical creatures, religious symbols, and depictions of local flora and fauna, reflecting the cultural values and beliefs of their creators. These artistic touches transformed functional documents into works of beauty, making them objects of both utility and admiration. Even today, remnants of these early maps inspire awe, offering glimpses into the minds of those who first sought to understand and document the world around them. Perhaps most importantly, the legacy of Phoenician cartography lies in its role as a catalyst for global exploration. By providing accurate and reliable maps, they emboldened subsequent generations to venture further afield, unlocking the secrets of distant continents and fostering connections between far-flung communities. Their efforts laid the foundation for later maritime powers, including the Greeks, Romans, and eventually European explorers, who built upon the knowledge amassed by their predecessors. In summary, the cartographic legends of the Phoenicians represent more than just historical curiosities. They symbolize humanity's eternal quest to explore, understand, and connect. From humble beginnings as coastal sketches to sophisticated charts spanning entire oceans, their maps embody the ingenuity, curiosity, and resilience that define our species. As we reflect on their achievements, we are reminded that even the simplest lines drawn on parchment can change the course of history and perhaps inspire us to draw our own paths forward. With this appreciation of their mapping marvels firmly in place, let us now take a step back and consider the broader impact of all 50 Phoenician inventions on the ancient world. The lasting influence of the Phoenician alphabet cannot be overstated, as it forms the foundation for many modern writing systems we use today. Building upon their initial innovation, This simple yet powerful tool spread far beyond its origins in the Eastern Mediterranean, leaving an indelible mark on countless civilizations. Let us delve deeper into how the Phoenician alphabet shaped language and communication across time and space. When the Phoenicians introduced their streamlined set of symbols, they revolutionized written expression by reducing complex hieroglyphs and cuneiform scripts to a manageable number of characters representing individual sounds. This simplicity made learning and using the alphabet accessible to people from diverse backgrounds, fostering literacy among traders, artisans, and even common citizens. As Phoenician merchants traveled extensively throughout the ancient world, they carried their alphabet with them, planting seeds of linguistic transformation wherever they went. One of the earliest adopters of the Phoenician script was ancient Greece. Recognizing its potential, Greek scholars adapted the alphabet to suit their own language, adding vowels to enhance clarity and precision. This refinement marked a significant leap forward in written communication, enabling more accurate representation of spoken words. From Greece, the alphabet continued its journey westward, influencing Latin, which became the basis for numerous European languages, including English, Spanish, French, Italian, and Portuguese. Thus, through adaptation and evolution, the original Phoenician characters evolved into the alphabet's millions now rely on daily. Beyond Europe, the impact of the Phoenician alphabet reached distant shores. In the Near East, Aramaic scribes embraced the system, modifying it slightly to create their own script. Over centuries, this variation spread widely, becoming one of the most prevalent writing systems in the region. It eventually influenced Hebrew, Arabic, and other Semitic languages, demonstrating the enduring reach of the Phoenician contribution. Even further afield, Indian scripts such as Brahmi and Kharosthi trace partial roots back to the same lineage, underscoring the global significance of this early invention. What set the Phoenician alphabet apart was not just its functionality but also its adaptability. Each culture that encountered it found ways to tailor it to their unique needs while preserving its core principles. For example, when Roman engineers designed monumental inscriptions, they utilized the Latin adaptation of the Phoenician alphabet to convey authority and permanence. Similarly, medieval monks meticulously copied manuscripts in illuminated letters derived from these ancient roots, ensuring the survival of knowledge through generations. In every iteration, whether carved into stone or inked onto parchment, the essence of the Phoenician creation endured. Moreover, the legacy of the Phoenician alphabet extends beyond mere practical applications. It carries profound cultural implications. By democratizing access to written communication, it empowered individuals to express ideas, preserve histories, and share knowledge like never before. Entire societies reaped the benefits of increased literacy, sparking intellectual movements that reshaped human civilization. The Renaissance, Enlightenment, and countless other eras owe debts to the humble beginnings of this remarkable achievement. In our contemporary world, where digital communication dominates, the echoes of the Phoenician alphabet remain strong. Typewriters, keyboards, and touchscreen interfaces all utilize variations of the systems first devised millennia ago. Every keystroke we make connects us to a lineage stretching back to those innovative seafarers who dared to simplify the complexities of language into something tangible and universal. Through their vision, the barriers between peoples began to dissolve, paving the way for a truly interconnected global community. As we reflect on the profound impact of the Phoenician alphabet, we are reminded of the power of ingenuity and collaboration. A single invention, born out of necessity and refined through exchange, has transcended boundaries of geography, culture, and time. Its story serves as a testament to what humanity can achieve when driven by curiosity and determination. And so, as we move forward in exploring the remaining innovations of the Phoenicians, let us carry with us this appreciation for the transformative potential of seemingly small ideas that change the course of history forever. Cultural symbolism of Tyrian purple, we find a rich tapestry of meanings woven into the fabric of ancient societies. Beyond its practical use as a dye, Tyrian purple became an emblem of power, prestige, and divinity across civilizations. This vibrant hue, extracted from thousands of tiny shellfish known as murex, was not merely a color but a statement of status that resonated through art, literature, and cultural practices. In the ancient world, Tyrian purple was synonymous with royalty. Kings, emperors, and high-ranking officials draped themselves in garments dyed with this luxurious pigment to signify their elevated position. The labor-intensive process required to produce even small amounts of the dye made it prohibitively expensive for common people, reinforcing its association with wealth and authority. Roman emperors, for instance, reserved the exclusive right to wear purple robes, enforcing strict laws against unauthorized use under penalty of death. Such regulations only heighten the mystique surrounding this regal shade. Artists throughout history have celebrated Tyrian purple in their works, immortalizing its symbolic importance. Frescoes, mosaics, and sculptures often depict rulers and deities adorned in purple attire, emphasizing their divine or sovereign nature. In Greek mythology, the god Dionysus is frequently shown wearing purple garments, symbolizing his connection to luxury, festivity, and spiritual transcendence. Similarly, early Christian iconography adopted the color to represent Christ's kingship, further cementing its association with holiness and majesty. Literature also played a pivotal role in perpetuating the reverence for Tyrian purple. Ancient poets and writers wove references to the color into their narratives, imbuing it with layers of meaning. Homer's epic poems mention the striking beauty of purple sails carried by ships, while Virgil extols the virtues of those who wear the noble hue. These literary allusions helped solidify Tyrian purple as a cultural touchstone, evoking themes of opulence, grandeur, and sanctity. The rarity and difficulty of producing Tyrian purple lent it an almost magical quality. Legends arose about its origins, attributing its discovery to the god Hercules or his dog, whose mouth turned purple after biting a murex snail. Such tales added to the mysticism surrounding the color, making it more than just a product of craftsmanship. It became a marvel of nature and human ingenuity combined. As trade networks expanded, so too did the influence of Tyrian purple. Its allure transcended borders, captivating cultures far removed from the Mediterranean shores where it originated. From Mesopotamia to Egypt, artisans incorporated the color into their creations, adapting its symbolism to fit local contexts. Even after the fall of the Phoenician civilization, the legacy of Tyrian purple endured, inspiring generations of artists and thinkers. Today, echoes of Tyrian purple can still be seen in modern culture. Luxury brands leverage its historic associations with exclusivity and sophistication, using shades inspired by the original dye in fashion and design. Meanwhile, scholars continue to study the complex chemistry behind its production, unraveling secrets that once defined one of humanity's earliest chemical achievements. Exploring the cultural significance of Tyrian purple reveals much about how societies express hierarchy, spirituality, and identity through color. Its journey from humble beginnings in coastal workshops to prominence on royal mantles illustrates the transformative power of innovation and collaboration. As we reflect on this remarkable invention, let us marvel at how such a simple substance could carry so much weight in shaping the course of human expression. With this understanding, we turn next to another fascinating aspect of Phoenician ingenuity, Sidon's advanced water system, which revolutionized urban living. Naval warfare tactics enabled by improved shipbuilding, we delve into the realm of military strategy on the seas, where Phoenician innovations transformed naval engagements from mere skirmishes into calculated battles. The advancements in shipbuilding allowed for vessels that were not only faster and more maneuverable, but also capable of carrying larger crews and heavier armaments. These developments laid the groundwork for sophisticated tactics that changed the course of ancient warfare. The trireme, one of the most iconic warships of antiquity, exemplifies the ingenuity of Phoenician shipwrights. With 3 banks of oars and a sleek design optimized for speed, the trireme became a formidable weapon in naval combat. Its ability to ram enemy ships with devastating force revolutionized sea battles. By positioning their vessels strategically, commanders could exploit this capability to break through enemy lines or encircle opponents, rendering them powerless against the overwhelming might of the trireme's bronze ram. One of the earliest recorded instances showcasing these tactics was the Battle of Salamis in 480 BCE, though fought primarily by Greek forces inspired by Phoenician designs. Here, the smaller yet nimbler triremes outmaneuvered the bulkier Persian fleet, demonstrating the importance of agility over sheer size. This victory underscored the significance of tactical superiority enabled by advanced shipbuilding techniques. While the Phoenicians themselves may not have participated directly in this battle, their influence is evident in the construction and operation of the victorious Greek navy. Another critical development in naval warfare was the use of boarding parties. As ships grew larger and more stable, they provided platforms for soldiers to engage in hand-to-hand combat at sea. The Phoenicians mastered the art of coordinating attacks, using both rams and marines to overwhelm adversaries. They would often employ deceptive maneuvers, luring enemies into traps or creating diversions to split their forces before striking decisively. Such tactics required precise coordination between captains and crews, highlighting the organizational skills of the Phoenicians as much as their technical prowess. In addition to individual ship capabilities, fleet formations played a crucial role in determining outcomes. The Phoenicians developed formations like the decuplus and periplus, which involved weaving through enemy lines or circling around them to deliver concentrated attacks. These strategies demanded exceptional seamanship and communication among vessels, qualities that the Phoenicians excelled in due to their extensive experience navigating treacherous waters. Famous battles such as the Siege of Tyre in 332 BC illustrate the effectiveness of these tactics. When Alexander the Great sought to conquer the island fortress, he faced stiff resistance from the Phoenician navy. Although ultimately unsuccessful, the defenders demonstrated remarkable resilience, employing layered defenses and coordinated counterattacks that delayed the Macedonian advance. Their proficiency in naval warfare forced Alexander to adapt his own strategies, leading him to construct specialized siege engines and adopt Phoenician-style fleets to achieve victory. Beyond specific engagements, the legacy of Phoenician naval tactics extends far beyond their era. Their emphasis on speed, maneuverability, and tactical flexibility influenced subsequent generations of maritime powers, including the Romans and Carthaginians. In fact, many of the principles established by the Phoenicians continue to resonate in modern naval doctrine, emphasizing the enduring impact of their innovations. As we reflect on the role of naval warfare in shaping history, it becomes clear that the Phoenicians were pioneers in harnessing the potential of improved shipbuilding. Their contributions not only elevated the art of war at sea, but also expanded trade networks, secured strategic advantages, and cemented their place as masters of the Mediterranean. With this understanding, we now shift our focus to another cornerstone of Phoenician achievement, the standardization of coinage, which further transformed economic interactions across civilizations. Turning our attention to the profound economic impacts of early currencies, we uncover another remarkable achievement of the Phoenicians that reshaped ancient trade and commerce. The introduction of standardized coins marked a pivotal moment in human history, streamlining transactions and fostering unprecedented levels of economic activity. By developing some of the earliest forms of currency, the Phoenicians laid the foundation for modern monetary systems while simultaneously enhancing their role as connectors of diverse civilizations. Standardized coins brought numerous advantages over barter systems or bulkier forms of exchange, such as precious metals or goods. First and foremost, they introduced portability, allowing merchants to carry significant wealth in compact form during long voyages across vast distances. This innovation significantly reduced the risks associated with transporting heavy materials like silver ingots or grain, making travel safer and more efficient. Additionally, coins offered divisibility, enabling traders to conduct transactions of varying sizes without needing to divide cumbersome commodities into smaller portions. These qualities made commerce faster, simpler, and far less burdensome. Beyond practicality, the adoption of currency facilitated trust between parties engaged in trade. Unlike bartering, where disputes over value often arose due to subjective assessments of goods, coins provided an objective measure of worth. Each coin bore distinctive markings indicating its authenticity and denomination, ensuring participants could rely on its value without hesitation. This consistency helped build confidence among trading partners, even when they hailed from different cultural backgrounds. For the Phoenicians, who thrived on extensive networks spanning the Mediterranean and beyond, this was particularly crucial in maintaining harmony within their expansive mercantile empire. Moreover, the circulation of standardized currency stimulated local economies by encouraging specialization and productivity. With money serving as a medium of exchange, individuals no longer needed to produce everything they required themselves. Instead, they could focus on specific crafts or skills, knowing they could purchase other necessities through trade. This division of labor led to increased efficiency and innovation, driving growth both locally and globally. Towns along Phoenician trade routes flourished as artisans, farmers, and merchants leveraged the newfound flexibility afforded by currency to expand their operations. The widespread use of Phoenician coins also fostered cross-cultural exchanges, bridging gaps between distant societies. As these coins traveled alongside goods aboard Phoenician ships, they carried not only economic value but also ideas, technologies, and customs. For instance, the design motifs engraved on certain coins reflected elements of Phoenician art and religion, introducing foreign cultures to aspects of their civilization. Similarly, interactions facilitated by shared monetary systems allowed knowledge transfer in areas such as navigation, shipbuilding, and agricultural techniques. In essence, currency acted as a unifying force, bringing together disparate peoples under a common framework of commerce. Interestingly, the influence of Phoenician currency extended well beyond their immediate sphere of activity. Many neighboring regions adopted similar systems based on the principles pioneered by the Phoenicians, adapting them to suit their own needs. Over time, variations of these early currencies spread throughout the Mediterranean basin, laying the groundwork for later developments in Greece, Rome, and beyond. This legacy underscores the transformative power of the Phoenicians' innovations, which continue to resonate in contemporary financial practices. In conclusion, the economic impacts of early currencies cannot be overstated. By simplifying transactions, fostering trust, and promoting specialization, standardized coins revolutionized the way people conducted business. They enabled the Phoenicians to consolidate their dominance as global traders while simultaneously enriching the communities they touched. As we move forward, let us now explore another fascinating aspect of Phoenician ingenuity, their advancements in rope manufacturing, which played a vital role in sustaining maritime endeavors and supporting daily life. To wrap up our journey through the remarkable contributions of the Phoenicians, let us take a moment to reflect on the profound impact these ancient innovators had on shaping the course of human civilization. From the creation of the alphabet that revolutionized communication to their mastery of shipbuilding and navigation, which opened up the world for exploration and trade, the Phoenicians left an indelible mark on history. Each invention they pioneered not only addressed immediate needs but also laid the groundwork for countless advancements across generations. Consider the alphabet, a simple yet powerful tool that became the foundation of literacy worldwide. It transformed societies by enabling knowledge sharing, preserving cultural heritage, and fostering education. Then there was their expertise in glassmaking, where artistry met practicality, producing objects of beauty while enhancing daily life. Their achievements in maritime technology, such as the trireme and astrolabe, exemplified their ingenuity, allowing them to dominate seas and connect distant lands with unparalleled efficiency. Beyond tangible creations, the Phoenicians introduced systems and practices that continue to influence modern life. Standardized currency, for instance, simplified transactions and built trust between cultures, while advanced water systems ensured thriving urban centers. Even something as seemingly humble as rope manufacturing played a critical role in sustaining their seafaring prowess, demonstrating how even small innovations could have far-reaching effects. What truly stands out about the Phoenicians is their ability to blend creativity with functionality. They did not merely solve problems, they envisioned possibilities. Whether it was crafting Tyrian purple dye to signify power or constructing lighthouses to guide sailors safely home, their inventions reflected both practical necessity and artistic expression. This dual approach highlights the depth of their understanding of the world around them and their capacity to harness its resources effectively. As we marvel at these accomplishments, it becomes clear that the legacy of the Phoenicians extends far beyond their own era. Their innovations remain relevant today, influencing everything from global trade networks to architectural design. They remind us of the boundless potential of human ingenuity when driven by curiosity, perseverance, and vision. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 50 Phoenician inventions resonated most with you? Was it the alphabet that sparked your interest, or perhaps the fascinating story behind Tyrian purple? Maybe you found yourself captivated by their naval tactics or impressed by their early forms of currency. Whatever your favorite discovery might be, feel free to share it in the comments below. Your thoughts add to the richness of this conversation and help us appreciate the incredible legacy of the Phoenicians even more deeply. If you enjoyed learning about these groundbreaking contributions, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel for more captivating content exploring history's hidden gems. And remember, every great civilization began with someone daring to imagine what could be. Who knows, your ideas might shape the future just as profoundly as those of the Phoenicians did thousands of years ago.